Hey guys, welcome to the NFL edition. We don't have Alex tonight, so you're going to have to bear with me. We're going to talk some football, some fantasy football. Nah, probably not much without Alex. We're going to talk about some free agency. Got Ben here tonight. Let me bring him in. How's it going, Ben?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing, man. How's it going with you?
Uh, Busy. Just got home a little bit ago, but we're ready to go. Let's do our best, man. Kind
Right.
of wing it. Kind of wing it tonight.
I don't have
Improvise.
I don't have the news tonight. That's Alex's thing. So we're going to start
Well,
off with
yeah.
a few topics we ran across. If I can
Okay.
get to, I forgot where I put them. Oh, I know where I put one anyway. So, what do you think of Kyler Murray's whining ass?
I don't know. It's interesting because
You would
he
think
didn't have
that
it.
somebody as small as him would not act like a child,
Yeah,
just to
you
be a
know,
little bit more mature and carry himself better, right?
right. I wonder if there's maybe it's just me, but I'm wondering if there's a rift between him and Cliff Kingsbury. Maybe there's a
It's start,
difference.
it's starting to sound like there's a rift between him and the whole team, man.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm talking just specifically, Kingsbury and Kyler Murray because Kingsbury also runs the offense,
Right.
and maybe there's differences in philosophy. Maybe Kyler's frustrated with the offense that is being presented to him. There could be a lot of things going on,
Hold on a
but
second. I dropped
yeah.
something.
Oh,
You can keep talking. I can hear you.
okay. Yeah, that's my personal take on it. Um, Sometimes a quarterback's not happy with the certain things, maybe in the offense. You know, maybe he wants, maybe he wants to have his uh, views listened to more. He wants might be more input into the offense. That it could be a lot of different things.
Well, I don't think he's earned that title yet. That's reserved for more mature, people like Russell Wilson and Brady, of course, and
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers. Even though Rodgers acts like a baby too, and I wouldn't give him too much input. I'm really tired of these quarterbacks coming out whining all the time. You're playing a man's sport. It's one of the toughest sports that there is, and you want to
Yeah.
come out whining like a little girl all the time. I've been hearing that, but it's Kyler Murray's team that's really the teammates that are really pretty much down on the way he's acting.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean,
they say he throws
it's
temper tantrums and shit like that in the locker room, and that's not leadership. Not leadership at
no,
all.
no, and I get it. I think he's like 25, 26. Very young guy. There's going to be some maturity issues. But there could be a lot of things going on, Johnny,
Well,
that maybe we
especially with
don't know.
Murray, man, because Murray came out undersized, and they were all worried about whether he could handle the position. You know who he's acting like right now is
Hmm.
the guy that came out with Peyton Manning.
Oh, Ryan Leaf. Is that what
Ryan
you're
Leaf. That's a lot. It's a lot of similarities right there between the way him and Ryan Leaf have been acting. Hey, Alex, what's up, man? Alec.
Oh, he's up. Good. Appreciate that. Good to hear from Alec. Um, yeah, I mean, would I go Ryan Leaf? I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, his
Well, the only difference
youth.
is Ryan Leaf had that meltdown with the reporters, and that was
Yeah, Kyler
close.
doesn't have that. I mean, he's
Right.
not that bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, we don't know. A lot of it's youth. A lot of it's look. I mean, he was the number one pick, right, in the 2018 draft. Was it
Yeah.
the number one pick? Lot of responsibility, man, when it comes being that number one pick. A lot of expectations. You're like Jameis. There's a lot of expectation when you're the number one
I
pick.
hate to say it, but Jameis handled himself better than Kyler Murray's been doing so far.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, no,
I think Kyler
yeah,
Murray's a very, very talented quarterback, and
yeah.
either way it goes, I'd hate to see that talent wasted because his attitude. He really needs to get tightened up on that.
Yeah, and listen, Cliff Kingsbury's he's a young guy himself in the NFL. Right? This is his first NFL job.
Right.
So, he's not a I just don't see him as an NFL head coach. I see him as a coordinator. And it kind of reminds me of Freeman and Raheem Morris. Remember that combination?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does. Too young and not enough experience.
Not enough experience. And I think that when you have that combination, it can tend to, it start off good, but then after a while, when you start to lose games and stuff, and then the pressure's on, both these guys, coach and player, and quarterbacks preferably. So, yeah, next year's gonna be an interesting year because this would be his fourth season, and you wonder if it's gonna be a question if they pick up his fifth year option, and then they go because I don't know if Murray's because don't want to. I'm sure ownership wants to lock him down, give him a big contract, but I don't know if he's any better than Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean?
He's got a better passing arm than Mayfield.
Better passing, yeah. But I mean,
I don't know about this. Well, the decision making seems to me he's great in the regular season, and he gets toward the end of the regular season, he starts coming apart. It's like he doesn't have the endurance factor. He starts taking them hits throughout.
Yeah, is it mental or taking the hits? Yeah, but it could also be mental.
Yeah,
especially with a 17-game seagoing now. Yeah, it was 17 games. Instead of the normal 16 games we had, so you have an extra game. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, me making the comparison to Mayfield. I mean, I don't know if there's some differences, but I'm just saying that trajectory. Between the two quarterbacks, it's do they want to pick up? Do they want to sign him long term? That's the question.
Right.
As owners, Cleveland, who knows what they're going to do with Mayfield. But as far as Murray goes, next year's a pivotal year for him. This is the year 4, where you kind of have to get better at that position, makes the team better, and then they'll see if ownership will invest in you long term. That's going to be the key, that 4th year.
Yeah. 4 years, man. Sure. He should have grown a little bit more than
I agree.
I've seen. But maybe he's just a slow learner. I mean, look at Raw. Raw was not a good head coach. He tried. He worked hard at it, but he was not a good head coach with the Bucs. But since then, he's gotten a lot more experience.
Yeah.
From what I see of him now, he should be a head coach somewhere.
I agree. And again, Johnny, that's because of the lack of experience. You got to remember. Well, you remember, but fans need to remember that he wasn't the first choice after Gruden left.
No, he wasn't.
And then, so what happened was Gruden got fired late in January of 2009.
Right.
Raheem Morris was actually going to be the defensive coordinator at first.
Right.
But all of a sudden, after coaching ops, they had some options of who they were going to try to make head coach.
From what was a defensive backs coach straight into a head coaching
job?
Straight
to the head coaching job. That
was crazy.
So in other words, you're kind of setting them up for failure. But look, he got a 10-6 season out of it. I mean, so there's some good coaching.
That schedule helped us out a lot too. That year.
Oh, it did. Yeah, no, I agree with that. We probably had the easiest schedule in NFL history. But
I don't think we beat a team with a winning record that year.
I think maybe New Orleans in the last week of the year, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure. But
New Orleans beat us and got into the playoffs. That was how that happened. That pissed me off too. Well, yeah.
Yeah. But, again, it just comes down to experience, John. He wasn't ready yet, but after we got let go, went around the league, went with Washington, went with Atlanta, LA. He's building that resume up. And now, like you said, he deserves another opportunity. And I think he will get one eventually. It's just a matter of when.
Alec brought up something right there that I spent 2 days on, man.
What's that?
That draft.
I know.
Evaluating that draft, man, there's two teams that stand out, and that's Bandits and the Panthers, man. The
The
Michigan
Michigan
team.
Pan, yeah.
Alex isn't here to brag about it, but they won the quarterback battle right there.
Yeah, you got Shea Patterson.
Yeah, and
That's good. Good pick.
and shit, who did they get late?
We
I
got
don't
a
know off
we
the top of my head.
we brought Brady back.
Yeah, we brought Brady back, but he's a backup. How you like that? We got Brady as a backup.
Brady White. Yeah. Let's see.
I like that quarterback. I liked him. I liked him with the XFL last year. Whenever they played, whatever it was. But
Yeah.
I liked him then. And Tomau.
Mhm.
He's a good
Yeah.
quarterback. And for people, Bucs fans who want to see a running quarterback or somebody that's exciting, this kid's exciting, man. He really is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to see it.
Corey's back. Hey, Corey, what's up, buddy?
Ah. Corey. I'm back.
I didn't know you were gone, man.
Yeah. I think he's been around some other. Well, with Cupper Ray, I've seen him a couple times on that show.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. He's been on there. But good to have him back.
Yeah, I'll rank that. I'd rather have Jim. Did you pay attention to any of the draft?
I didn't get a chance to, Johnny. They had that draft during the day?
It was, oh my God. Tuesday was like 2.5 hours of that shit, man. Or Wednesday was, whatever.
Well,
I was wore out, mentally fatigued with that. I did 5 hours the first day on it. It went 5 hours just for first 2 rounds or first 12 rounds.
Yeah.
And then from there to 35 was the next day, and I went through the whole friggin' thing.
Oh yeah,
it was fun. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, but mentally fatiguing, man.
I was just working. I mean, I tried to catch it on my breaks or just look over my phone trying to see.
What surprised me about it was all the former NFL people that were in here. They're
yeah.
The AAF had a lot, but they have a lot more in in the USFL than they had in the AAF. So that I want to see how that goes. John Franklin's in. Where did he go? Pittsburgh.
I think you're right. I think you're Pittsburgh, somewhere in the East, right?
Yeah, he was wanting
Pittsburgh
to stay
or New Jersey or something like that.
Yeah, or maybe wait a minute. I think he did go with We got the Bandits. Nah, I ain't gonna look all that shit up. That's
Jim says Raheem has the personality to be successful. Yeah, I agree.
He does. Could you see? I could honestly, and I've seen this in my mind. I could see him as a successor to
Sean McVay.
No, here in Pittsburgh.
Oh, Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin, yeah, I could see him as a successor. But then now that they brought Flores in there,
yeah. Oh, I would probably elevate Flores.
Yeah.
No.
That's probably how it'll work because Flores will be there as long as he wants that job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's the linebackers coach.
Yeah.
Right. The linebacker. Right. Yeah.
And he's assistant head coach and linebacker.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, then it sounds like to me if they're making him the assistant head coach, then
they put
it sounds like to me there could be
that's to give him more experience and stuff like that. They put that tag on a lot of people, man. But I can absolutely see him taking over there. I like Raheem's attitude better, though. If it was me and I had the two up there in front of me to choose for a head coach, Flores has a little bit more experience, but I would still take Rob because Rob's got experience at every position out there, man. He had an offensive, believe it or not. In Atlanta, he was doing offensive work.
Yeah.
He started out as a secondary guy, defensive coordinator. He's done most of all of it, man. So I like his experience, and I like what he did because he's improved that. Whatever he did, the secondary coach did, secondary was improved. When he did the defensive coordinator, he was a damn good defensive coordinator, and their defense improved. You saw what he's done with the Rams, right?
Right, yep.
So everywhere he's gone, he's improved the team in that part where he was coaching at.
Yeah, definitely. And that Rams defense, especially in the playoffs, really stepped up. I mean, they like championship defenses do. They stepped up. Von Miller. What?
Jim's on fire, man.
Putin was just started.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh god, offensive. Yeah,
That's a, believe it or not, that's a fit for them too.
right. Well, I mean, look at the team. You have two guys sharing the same defensive coordinator positions.
It's like they don't headhunt no more or nothing, right?
Oh no, right. Get fired mid-season? Nah.
Not mid-season because they don't do that.
No. Seems like Pete Carroll has like a lifetime membership to the Seahawks. I mean,
this is
I don't know
his
if he's
last
ever.
year. I'll say it right now. I think this is his last year.
Yeah,
He might go
especially
back
if
to
like
college to retire in college or something, but I think this is his last year in NFL.
well, I think especially if they, as long as Russell Wilson's there, I think he's going to stay.
Well, we don't know if Russell Wilson's going to stay there.
Well, that's what I mean.
It cost him a fortune to trade him off, so I don't see.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. I mean, whenever Russell's gone, you'll probably see Pete Carroll right behind him. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. I mean, I think they're getting into a rebuild, Johnny, in Seattle. Right now,
they have to.
Yeah. I say the 49ers are going to win that division next year.
I think so, too, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're going to trade Garoppolo, but, they got a great defense. They got Deebo Samuel, great offensive line, good special teams. It could be a little better, but, Shanahan's proven he's getting better at the head coaching thing, especially in the postseason. He's getting better. So they're set there.
He's got more of the right people around him right now.
Right. So that's what I mean. The Niners, I would say, if I had to pick now, they're favorites to win that division. I think the Rams take a step back because we don't know what's going to happen with Aaron Donald. We don't even know what's going to happen with Sean McVay. It's funny we say that because Troy Aikman is going to ESPN, and Fox is they're pretty high on Sean McVay trying to lure him into the top spot there. So we'll see how that plays out. But in the Cardinals, it depends on Kyler Murray, the quarterback play, and also his offensive line.
I could see a lot of offensive lines being moved around this year.
Yeah,
there's I can't remember how many free agent offensive. I know one in New Orleans is going to be a hot commodity.
Mm-hmm. Ryan Jensen's going to be a hot commodity.
Right. I still think we re-signed Jensen.
I hope so. I really do.
Well, he's made a lot of comments saying that he wants to retire with the Bucs and this and that. So
that's a good sign.
I know a couple of teams that really want him.
Cincinnati.
Yes.
He looks perfect on that Bengals team, snapping the ball to Joe Burrow.
Yes, he does.
He's got the red hair, kind of matches the Bengals, that orange, and then kind of orange red hair. I can see that. See, I know that Rodgers
is. He does kind of fit the scheme there, don't he?
Kyrie Irving type of wacko. Oh, no, that's a pretty good comparison. I mean,
it is.
They just they have this view of, because I think both Aaron and Kyrie have that narcissistic attitude. Like, it's like, hey, we're better than you. Like, I could do this, you can't. Kind of attitude to what. I think Aaron Rodgers is more kind of carefree than Kyrie. Kyrie's a little more, I would say, kind of just stoic, like he just tells you bottom line. This is how I feel. Aaron's kind of, I don't care. That hippie, I don't care.
Aaron, oh, God.
I'll do what I want.
Irritates the shit out of me with his whining. I don't care. He can flip-flop around. I dealt with Brett Favre. I didn't care what Brett Favre was deciding to do or where he was going to go. That undecided thing, that's part of life. We all get that way, know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But the crying and whining shit and bitching and moaning about stuff and saying that he's tired of all the publicity, and then he goes out and puts himself on all these shows and shit, and then,
Yeah.
dude, shut the fuck up, man. Just
I would say the difference between Rodgers and Kyrie is that Aaron puts himself out there more. Kyrie doesn't. Kyrie doesn't whine. He just tells you like it is. I'm going to do this. I take my stand. Why I don't really respect Kyrie, I give him a little more lenience than I do Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron just whines. Kyrie's just more
I
kind of
don't pay attention
stoic.
to basketball that much. So
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, from what I've seen.
I hear the sports talk about him and shit, but
From what I've seen, I mean, Kyrie's just kind of, he holds his ground, do what he wants, but he doesn't whine. Rodgers is a whiner.
right.
And he likes the attention. He likes the attention, Johnny. We're talking about him, so that means
he's talking about
doing his job.
It's over with, so he don't screw up their free agency plans or whatever and shit. And it's still all about you. Every time you friggin' open your mouth, it's all about you, dude.
Oh yeah, it's always about him.
They don't know what the fuck to do with Devontae Adams because they don't know what you're gonna do. They can only they're strapped for cash too, man.
Right.
They got the fourth most cap out there, man. So they're strapped like shit. And they don't know what their quarterback's going to do. They can't afford Adams, and Adams won't probably come back if Aaron's gone, right? If Aaron's there, he might take a team friendly deal just to stay with his quarterback.
But the thing is,
what he's spinning around about all this time,
Could the Packers tag him though? Devontae Adams. That's the question. Would they be able
to talk about it? And he don't want to be tagged, but who does?
No, I know. Yeah, I mean, we could see the same situation. We might as well get into it. Chris Godwin. They could tag him, even though they did it last year. They
can tag him, but man,
it
might be cheaper to tag him right now than it would be to try to sign him to a long-term deal. Because a long-term deal, I don't care if it's a 4-year deal; it's going to cost you $18 million a year. That's a big bite right there, especially where we're at right now with our cash. So you talk about losing half your friggin' team to sign one player, and I just can't do that unless they all decide, okay, we're going to do this again. We're going to take team-friendly deals and move money around. Okay, I still don't see that much money because last time we did it last year, we had $3 million to sign our rookies with afterwards, and then we had nothing after that to go out and get free agents if somebody gets hurt.
Right. And here's the thing, though, Johnny, too, is that this time around, we don't have Brady. So guys are not going to – look, we already ran it back once. We took those team-friendly – they want to get fed, dude. And I think I don't see that happening.
Like they're taking big cash. I was going over the caps today and these player contracts. They're not taking losses. They're getting paid. It's just the way it's structured,
But they want
like everybody else in the league. It's just structured differently.
Yeah, and they want more. They want more and more now because they feel like, hey, when am I going to get another chance to get more? So it's going to be interesting what Light, Spytek, and Greenberg do. I mean, this is another challenge for them to see what they can do. And that
Leonard Fournette shit, man, that's crazy because everybody's talking about he's going to be a $10, $14 million running back. He's not. His value is set right now at $6 million. That's very much affordable for us.
Yeah, it's affordable for us. But I'm sure some team is going to overpay.
He's going to test the market. I mean, he's already.
That's what I mean. I mean, I could see a team overpaying him. Just because
he'd have Leonard Fournette. He'd have to go to a lesser team because this team has still got a strong foundation. It's still. Yeah, I don't know. Kyler Murray might walk in there. Kyler, whatever his name is, not Kyler Murray. Shit. Kyle Trask might walk in there and light it up. You don't know. We don't know. We see what he's capable of. We saw that even though they lost the game, he had a great friggin' game while he was getting knocked to shit. He takes the hits. He's like Joe Burrow to me in my mind, the way I look at him, man, because he took all those bangs from the Alabama defensive line. And he still lit it up. He got up and kept going. He's a tough guy, man. I like that.
Oh, definitely. But again, with Fournette, is it going to be about winning, or is it going to be about, hey, it's time for me to get paid? I got my ring already. It's about time for me to get paid.
I think he's going to have to balance. If it's a good team that's offering him good money, then he probably should go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like somewhere with a winning
Or the
team.
Bengals.
Bengals, yes. Well, they got two running backs.
Well, they got they got what's his name, Mixon, but
yeah.
So yeah, no, not the Bengals. They're set up there, but God, who needs a running back? I mean,
Ravens.
Yeah. Do they have the money though? That's the question.
Then again, he wants to be a bell cow running back, and he's not going to be the bell cow there. You know who the bell cow is? That's Jackson's going to be the bell cow carrier.
Yeah,
he'd be a diversion. You know, the running backs in Baltimore right now are a diversion because of assholes scheme. You know?
yeah. And that could be another thing. You know, Fournette may look at what happened to Derrick Henry. He got his big payday, but he got hurt too because he was overused. Yeah, he got overused.
Could you imagine the yards that he could put up in that offense? Because everybody behind Derrick Henry is going to get yardage. That's because of their scheme.
Hey,
the guy that came in.
Go ahead.
Last year, backed up Derrick Henry. They had two backups behind Derrick
Henry.
Yeah, both of them were lighting it up, man. So,
yeah, not that Leonard Fournette would go there. I don't think he would. But man, if he went to Tennessee, they give him some money to go there. Ooh, him and Henry, that 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Ooh. But I don't see that happening. So, you know, I think he should resign here. I mean, he's got, like you said, he's got the offensive line. Yeah, he's got the offensive line.
Yep.
You know, and he's going to get the majority.
With a new quarterback in there, they're going to run the ball more, so he'll be more likely to get to that top running back chair that he wants to be at.
Yeah, he get those
after that
1,500 yards easy. Yeah,
yeah,
if he wants it. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Like I said, with Godwin. Boy,
Godwin's going to get offers if they don't tag. Godwin's going to get offers that we can't match.
No, and the thing is, Johnny, that's their priority. That's the Bucs' number one priority is Godwin. They're going to do everything they can.
Priority don't work out. It happens all the time, man.
No, I know, and I would not. I mean, I love him. I would pay him good. Would I overpay the guy past market value?
Not with the
no, I don't know, man.
Selection in the fucking draft this year.
Yeah. I mean, we got Evans already.
If you want to replace somebody as a wide receiver, right now is the draft to do that in, man.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true, Johnny. And so, just like I said, I love Godwin. Would love to have him back. Pay him a good amount, but would I overpay him over the market value? Not with our situation, our cap situation. Maybe if we had about $20 or $30 more million in the cap, okay, I can do that. But we're only gonna have what, 60 million, I think, in the cap.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of ways they can move money around. We're ranked at the 20th. We're ranked 20th right now in cap space. So
yeah, I see it. So, yeah, Godwin is
there's a lot of teams with a lot more money to offer right now.
Right, Bengals, Chargers,
22 players, free agency, unrestricted free agencies right now. So
Godwin is light years more talented than Fournette. Well, yeah. But again,
I don't think that's either. I think Fournette's catching the ball really well in the run.
It's just,
and he can definitely run a person over. He can run the routes. He can just flat out haul ass, and he can do all that. He don't avoid contact. That's one thing I like about Fournette.
Right. Yep. Jim, I like Godwin too, man. I agree. He's so talented, but again, the Bucs cap situation is not as great as it was last year or the year before that. No. They gotta. I hope he can take a friendly deal. I don't see that. I think he wants to get paid. So, and I know the Bucs want to make it their number one priority, but I just would not overpay for his market value.
The one thing that might keep Godwin here is he came in and he learned a lesson about being a teammate. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Not that he don't want money, but he learned how to work with the team here. Something
Yeah.
that he couldn't do in Jacksonville, and he came from Jacksonville, so he understands. There's very few teams that maybe his personality will work with, you know,
Hmm. Yeah.
and he can't just go anywhere. That's something.
Are you talking about Fournette or Godwin?
Fournette,
Fournette.
Godwin,
Okay.
I think can work with any friggin' buddy, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Godwin's a great teammate, great receiver. He would fit anywhere. He really would. And there are teams that need that kind of receiver. They need that,
We do.
especially at number one.
Honestly, we need that for Mike Evans. Mike Evans has gotten used
Yeah.
to that,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh
And
yeah.
if we get somebody else in, they're going to have to get along with Mike Evans like that too, man. It's going to have to be a partnership between them.
Well, I don't think that'll be a problem because
No, because Mike
Evans
Evans is one of the best teammates
teammates.
there is.
Yep. Yep.
Period.
Oh,
He,
absolutely.
he
And
he learned from the right guy when he learned from
Vincent Jackson,
BJ. Yeah, when he
BJ.
learned from
Yeah.
him, that was the perfect pairing right there for Mike Evans.
I just wish we could have seen more of those two, but Jackson was really on the tail end of his career and he had injuries, so wish we could have got.
Value and pocketbook are too far apart right now. I cannot. I would never give up $18 million for a 4-year contract right now, a year
No,
for
yeah,
18 a year. No, that's crazy. And they're talking his pocket value right now is $90 million.
yeah,
So
5 years, 90 million. So it's
yeah,
like 19, almost 19 a year.
and we're paying out too much money already, man. And even we're cash strapped, and all these things are on deals, man. If we were
Yep.
paying like Dallas or somebody like that, we'd be over the cap bad.
Yeah. Well, I
So
mean, Johnny,
we
that's
can't.
what you get for kicking the
Right,
can down the road.
right,
You're gonna have to
absolutely.
take and then give. So give back what you take. So
This is an old argument. Chris Godwin can run routes. He can run fast. He can run through people. He can play running back, but he does not have that possession type body that you have to have. And Mike Evans is one of the best ever at that. Just like Vincent
yeah,
was, just it's that possession type. Godwin can't go up and take the ball away from two guys. Mike Evans can.
Godwin, he can do that. I've seen him a
Yeah,
few catches where he's taken the ball from some defensive players. I mean, he can hold it.
yeah.
Now,
We're
is he as
talking
good
about,
as Evans in that? No, but he can do it. It's
but the body
I
type is what I'm talking about. Mike Evans' body
yeah.
type does not come along every draft. There's not one in this draft except for Drake
Oh
London.
yeah.
Drake
No,
London's
that's
a
true.
steal in this draft.
Yeah.
That's why I
No,
got
that's
him as
true.
number one.
No, that's
Um,
true. And Evans is a very unique receiver. He can do
yeah,
so many. He
yeah.
can do the things Godwin can. Yeah.
They only come along so often, and if you don't get one, then you missed out. Everybody else is running around here with two Godwins on their team or three Godwins on their team without that big possession receiver. That's
Right.
why. That's why everybody's trading for those big possession receivers. They're trying to get those guys because they're crucial in the end zone, man. They are.
Yeah, I agree. And the only issue I ever had with Evans, he does drop the ball sometimes. He'll drop a few of his passes. Now, Brady, that worked perfect. But the thing is, I think they could use Evans a little better in the end zone.
Yeah,
Throw it up there so he can get it. And then
yeah,
if at worst, he draws a flag, which he can do
right.
that. So, hopefully they use him a little more in the red zone where, you toss that ball up there. He could do the rest. You don't have to worry about anybody else catching it because, like you said, he can take it away from a defensive player. He can possess that football. And please don't make Mike Evans a deep threat. He's not a deep threat guy. I wish they.
He was for us with what was that
What?
guy? Winston. Through Winston.
Oh, yeah, but
And a little bit with Freeman, wasn't he? Wasn't he with Freeman too?
no.
I thought they
Evans got
drafted
drafted
him
in.
and then drafted Winston after they drafted Evans.
No, Evans got drafted in 2014, and Jameis came along in 15.
Yeah, that's what I
Freeman
just said.
was. Oh, okay, but Freeman was gone by then, so they never
Who was
played
the-
together.
Oh, that's right. He caught balls from the giraffe.
Oh, Glennon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they used
Yeah.
him like that then too. They used him as the deep threat back then because
Yeah.
there was no other deep threat. Who
Well,
was
no,
it?
they didn't have that guy. Yeah, they didn't have that guy. So,
Right.
but I just.
But you
see-
notice something I like about Evans now, since in the 2 years that Brady was here, his route running and his short, his slants and stuff like that. He's
Yeah.
those runs. It's so
That's where he's at his very best. Also, slant routes.
Yep.
You know, possession receiver. That's his title, and he does that better. The deep ball, not so much. But
They didn't used to use him across the middle. Now they're using him across the middle a lot. And
well, yeah.
if you use him across the middle against linebackers, he's going to take the ball every friggin' time, dude.
Oh yeah, and he put on some muscle too, so the guy can hold his own. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with Godwin. I wouldn't overpay.
I know Evans is going to miss Godwin a lot if he doesn't.
Oh yeah,
and I feel like if he does is here this year, he won't be here next year because the only way they're going to be able to bring him back this year is on a tag.
Right. So if you have, Jim says, if you have Edwin's Godwin, the next
they might even save money by tagging him. That might go down to 14 or 15 million if they put him on a tag this year.
Yeah, but you also run a risk of, not being able to re-sign him long term. So, and I think the Bucs are thinking about that. Like, do we really want to tag him though? Because then it's going to get a little more frustrating.
They can talk to him and say, "Look, you see that we don't have no money right now. You know what I mean? Next, we will. If they guarantee him a fucking long-term contract next year, then maybe they can work that out."
Well, that's the risk they're going to have to take. If you tag him, because
I'm not real hopeful at all that they're going to get him back. I don't think so. Because somebody out there is going to offer him money, and if they do, the Bucs are going to be forced into either tagging him or letting him go and drafting his replacement, which is the smart thing to do. Because then you're starting off with a rookie contract, and you won't have to worry about that for another 5 years.
Yeah, it's true. If Evans never got hurt the rest of his career, he would be unbelievable. Yeah. Well, he's always been. Well, did he miss a game this year, Johnny? I think he did, didn't he? He missed a couple games. I know Evans missed a couple.
I'm not sure. He had a hamstring issue, but I think he worked his way through it.
Did he? I thought maybe he missed a game or two.
He came out a game. He came out a game, but he was back the next week.
Wasn't that the week though when we played the Saints and we didn't have Evans? I don't know, but anyway, I mean, he's always been durable.
But he was in the game. He played the first quarter or something like that, and I think he got that hamstring.
Then he got it. Okay, then he went out the road. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, he's always been durable. I mean, the guy's played last year. He played tough. Like he played with an injury last year.
This is a guy right here. If somebody don't use Scotty Miller properly, they're missing out because we've seen him do that jet sweep.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw him run that jet sweep, man, that was unbelievable. If we can use him that way properly like that, instead of just throwing him out on the go get 'ems.
Yeah. The problem with Scotty this year, he had that turf toe. He missed a lot of time. And if you have a turf toe injury, that's going to really affect you.
Previously,
they
never used him properly. They put him on a jet sweep or play him inside. He was even blocking. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen him do that a couple times. Yeah.
Mid, man, come on.
Oh, man.
We got to learn how to use him. That's what it is.
Yeah, because Tyler Johnson, I think he went down a notch. He went down a few notches.
He had that one spectacular catch, that matrix catch he had.
Yeah.
And then really nothing after that.
Yeah, you just never capitalized on it. I mean, you could argue that, look, we had a lot of receivers, but so, Cyril Grayson came in, played pretty good till he got hurt. So
I was surprised at Cyril Grayson.
Yeah. If he didn't have that hamstring injury, Alec, look at this. I got to do this Chris Collins for it. Here's a guy, Johnny, named Alex Schomburger. I had to get him a tickle for a minute by saying, here's the guy. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, we'll see what happens with Godwin. I wouldn't overpay him, but who knows? The Bucs they're making him their number one priority, so we'll see how that goes. You want
Brady,
the stars?
the Brady's and the Brett Favre's and those kind of guys, they're very far and few between, man.
Brady's a once in a lifetime guy.
Well, Brett Favre, remember he had that run.
Yeah,
He never missed a start for
yeah, that's true.
13,
He was.
14 years, man.
Yep, that's true. That's a good point.
But that's very few, man. That's
Yeah,
especially today with artificial turf and shit, man. They're going to get hamstrings. I can't. Every team, every player, every wide receiver, running back gets hamstrings on every friggin' team. So
hey, your ladies here, Johnny, Mona.
what's up, Mona? Yeah, I appreciate parts of the turf. I mean, it makes the game faster and shit. But please give me back regular
No, grass.
turf. Yeah.
Give me grass. Grass, baby. Grass.
Now up here in the north, you don't want that because the ground's hard as fuck anyway. So
Yeah, well, still like grass. Everybody likes grass.
it's what you play on. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. And I like the other grass too, but I digress.
Oh,
All right. Well, what else do you want to talk about, Johnny? What do we got up next?
well,
You want to do our draft picks?
I guess we can do that.
Okay, we could do. You got Alex's, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Thanks for reminding me, man.
You told me to remind you, so
Let me go ahead and get through Alex's, and then we can do ours.
got it.
Alex is very sorry he wasn't here tonight, guys.
That's all right, Alex.
I
Get better.
I doubt he's that sorry that he's not here.
I know, right? He's like, you know what? Let's just let the old man and that Ben guy take over.
Yeah,
Let's see how they do without me.
Let's see how they like it. Here's Alex's mock draft rounds
Cool.
9, not round 9
Picks 9 to
through
12.
12.
Yep.
First round.
Okay. All right.
He wants Denver. He's going to Jermaine Johnson at 9. Everybody.
I could see that. I could see that. Yeah.
10. He's got the Jets taking Derek Stingley.
I could see that.
Commanders. He's got Matt Corral, quarterback, Ole Miss. I don't think Matt Corral's going to make it in the first round. Honestly,
You don't think so?
he's dropped a lot, man. He's dropped a lot. Even DJ took him out of the first round. So
Okay.
and he's got Minnesota taking Andrew Booth. Oh, that's a good cornerback right there.
Okay. All right. That's an interesting lineup for Alex.
Unfortunately, I don't have his board, so I can't write this shit down on the board.
You probably already wrote it down. And
He's probably listening.
yeah. Don't butcher it, Johnny. I didn't say that. I changed my mind. All right, you want me to go next on mine, or?
Yeah, because I'm over here on USFL
Okay.
Draft.
Okay. Well, Johnny, number 9 for the Broncos. I actually got them taking Kenny Pickett, quarterback. I do. I don't know why, but I got him. I see them drafting.
I can see that. I don't know. That's not a bad.
Yeah, I mean, in case they don't get Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
All right, so number 10 is the Jets. Here's an interesting one. I'm going with Treylon Burks, the wide receiver from Arkansas.
We both
because they want to get him
on that one, but I got a different one.
Okay, yeah, I got Burks for that one. Number 11, I'm in agreement with Alex. The Commanders are going to take Matt Corral, quarterback, Ole Miss.
I think they take a quarterback. I don't think it's going to be Corral though.
Okay, all right. And then for the 12th pick for the Vikings, you're going to like this one. Drake London, wide receiver for USC.
Well, I got Drake London's been off the board for me.
Yeah, that's right. So those are my 4 picks, 9 through 12.
Okay.
Offense, quarterbacks, and receivers.
I got number 9, Broncos taking Kayvon Thibodeau, edge.
Oh, okay.
I got Garrett Wilson, wide receiver. See, we both got wide receivers to the Jets.
Yep.
I got your guy Treylon Burks going to Washington.
Okay.
And I got Derek Stingley going to the Vikings. I think me and Alex both had that same one there.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah. No, that's not. No, didn't Alex have Stingley with the Jets?
He might have. I know we both said Stingley somewhere up in this round.
Okay. Okay.
So
Well, yeah.
I'm going to be changing this up some anyway because some of the things have changed already since.
Oh yeah.
The Pro Bowl, the Senior Bowl. I did this before the Senior Bowl, so.
Yeah, me too. So I got Jermaine Johnson probably lower than he should be, than he's probably going to go,
Right.
because he's going to really skyrocket to the top 10 maybe. Even.
I think because of his versatility, he's more versatile than any of these edge rushers. He can come in.
Yeah.
He's already crafted. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of moves, more moves than even Thibodeau. Thibodeau's really got two moves. I've watched tape and watched tape and watched tape. He's got that burst, man.
That's the key, the burst. But again, he doesn't have the moves like Jermaine Johnson.
Right. If you put a tight end over there with the left tackle, he doesn't do well at all.
Right. And where Jermaine Johnson's going to go right through you. He's going to spin. He's going to
punch. He'll punch. He'll get that punch.
He'll do that. Right. Yeah, he's got good technique with his hands. Very strong hands.
Really, I'm trying not to fall in love with any player. Well, I really am falling in love with Jermaine Johnson, man. The guy.
Listen, I'm gonna get slack because I'm a Florida State fan, and Jermaine Johnson, Florida State.
I'd put him. Oh God, I want to put him over Thibodeau. I know I sound like an idiot doing that, but I do. I have him over Thibodeau. If I have if I have the two right there right now, and I want a starter for this year, I'm taking Jermaine Johnson because I believe he can start on any team right now.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
A year to develop those moves and shit or more. And Thibodeau still, I mean, not Thibodeau, but Johnson still has a high ceiling, man. He still can get a lot better.
Yeah, he's going to get there. Thibodeau,
Hutchinson, though, man. Aiden Hutchinson, I can't put him over Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson's got all of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Hutchinson, Lions would be foolish not to grab him. I mean,
they
need to get that guy.
A little bit more power than Jermaine Johnson, and he can bull rush a little better.
Right.
But he's still got. I can't put anybody. I'd love to have Aiden Hutchinson on our team. I know. Detroit will not pass on him. There's no way.
Well, they better not either. I mean,
especially with their head coach already. He's a player. He says, this guy. He's probably drooling on the guy right now.
Oh, come on, John. I mean, he's got a picture on his wall on his phone. Like oh, give me. When's the draft? I want to send my pick now. Give it.
Can you come out and practice today, man?
Practice today. I mean, as long as the NFL doesn't know. No, but yeah, I mean, God, Detroit, do it. Just get him. If Jacksonville doesn't get him, I don't think they will. I think they're going to get Evan Neal, but we've seen stranger things happen. Jacksonville.
Jets need. Their needs.
They need offensive.
They need defensive. They need safety, and I think they need safety more than they need corner. They're talking about corners because their corners are really young. But if they have some good safety help right there, man. I had them at one time taking what's his name, Dax. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay.
Dax, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Jets also need
Kyle Hamilton. That's right. I gave him Kyle Hamilton with the fourth pick. Never mind.
Oh, you did, yeah. And I got Kyle Hamilton going to Carolina, number 6 pick. So,
but I got to start looking at the Jets more for my second mock draft because I think they really, really need to get more offensive line help there.
Oh, that's what I was just going to say. Yeah, the Jets, more than anything, need to protect Zach Wilson.
And this draft, I noticed, is really slack with offensive guards. I think there's going to be more guards going in this first round than we expect.
I could see that too. I could.
Because they're going to have to grab them up. There's not that many of them.
Right.
There's a lot of wide receivers. The wide receiver and running back group, that's probably going to fall back into the second, third rounds because it's loaded. You can go almost anywhere and get a wide receiver running back this year.
Yeah, I mean, we could,
Tight ends are slack. I have 0 tight ends in my first mock draft at all in the first round, but I think that's going to change because the tight end group is only there's 6 tight ends that are really worth looking at.
right.
The others
Yeah,
you might develop some blockers out of the other group, the others that are in there, but
yeah,
6 is pushing it. 6 is pushing it for good tight ends right there.
I agree. And like you said, this first round is going to be full of, like you said, offensive linemen, guards, defensive ends, safeties, corners,
The ends are starting to drop
receivers.
too. I've noticed that. I've noticed that the DJ's second mock and Bucky's second mock, all that. The defensive ends are, other than the top 3, are starting to drop back because for the same reason it's loaded with them.
Hey, listen, Johnny, listen, if we don't resign Godwin now, think about the wide receivers, like you said, are dropping. This could be really in our favor. I mean, I'm not saying that like a
It
Drake
is.
London or a Burks is going to fall.
We're
But
going to
I
get
mean,
Williamson or
Doxton or Dotson, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dotson,
I mean, they'll
for
definitely
sure.
be there. It just, so really, if you don't want to overpay for a to resign Godwin, I mean, like you said, the draft is. We're in a
Right.
position at 27 where those wide receivers are going to be
it's
there.
our first pick of the draft is going to be a wide receiver, despite whether we have Dotson on Godwin on the team or not. Because
Yeah.
if we tag him, they know that he's probably going to leave next year.
Yep. So,
And if not, we still need a third. And if we have a third that's capable of doing what a second or a first can do, then we got a loaded lineup right there.
absolutely.
So
Who
I'm pretty
knows?
sure.
You could see a Garrett Wilson fall down. You could see a Chris Olivier Olave, I should say, Ohio State could fall. Olave, thank you. He could fall down too. So he's projected to could be there when we pick. So
Right.
although
There's a lot more pressure on other teams to get wide receivers than there is us. I don't think that they're all going to drop out, but I'm sure that outside the top 5, wide receivers are going to drop out. And you go to the number 6 wide receiver in the listing is still a top round talent.
right. Yeah. I mean, this is a good year for us, actually,
Yes,
to be where we're at. To be where we're at, yeah. It's a
Dax
great year.
Hill's what I was thinking about, top safety.
Oh, okay. Dax Hill. Yep.
I almost put him over Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
I'm riding that.
Yeah. I still think Hamilton's the best safety in the draft. Projection wise, talent wise, he's the best. Because I saw a few Notre Dame games this year.
Dax Hill's got
can play well.
I like Dax Hill too. I like how Hamilton lit it up for me.
Yeah. And seeing him, play for Notre Dame, I see a lot of Notre Dame games. Dude can play. He's got good instincts, for a safety. He's got good instincts. Yeah, they have.
Yeah, and oh man, that's another place we're going to have to address too.
Yeah, well, we don't know what Sue's going to do, or JPP just had his shoulder surgery, so
Mona, absolutely not. What are they going to trade? There's nothing to trade. We don't have anything to trade that won't cost us too much.
They're going to want at least 2 first-rounders.
Yeah, I'm not giving up our first-rounders. We got to build more.
Yep.
That would be something right there, wouldn't it?
Oh my God! Please let it happen. Please don't take them. 26 other teams out there. Listen, if they don't, I don't care.
That could be like getting another Derek Brooks on the team right there.
Fuck the receivers. If they don't, if he drops that low, Jason Light, you go you write that name down, Jermaine Shaw. You send it to the board immediately, no questions. Get that pick. It'll never happen, but I'm just saying, if it ever.
I'm still holding out for Jones, man. He's
okay.
He's gonna fall right about that spot, man. And that guy is a beast. He's not polished at all. He's gonna have to be developed and shit. But just putting him up there beside Bay.
Travis Jones. Oh
yeah, 2 monsters.
Oh boy. Yeah, he's not going to be up there, Johnny. He'll probably get taken before 20th.
Jones? No, he's going to be a second round guy.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
I thought he was moving up a little bit.
He's moved up, but he was moving up from the fourth round pick. He might be top of the third or in middle of the second.
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I'll have to look it up. But
I got his videos up.
Oh, okay. Mona's like, right now, Jermaine Johnson is projected to go to Tennessee. No. He's projected to go to Philly. Yeah. A lot of them have him on Philly's radar.
Yeah, he's not going to drop below 9.
Well, Philly's picking 15, 16, and 19, I think. But yeah, he's moving really, really. The trajectory is going up for Mr. Johnson. So no, unless Tennessee trades for him, but that ain't happening. So yeah, he's going to be gone before Tennessee. Tennessee's like 26. I think they're picked before us.
Yeah, Jones. I got him here. Where the hell did he go? I know this is great radio.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Hey, we're improvising.
Jones,
sometimes it's fun to improvise.
This whole show's an improvisation tonight, man.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, it's like that. Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah, I don't have Travis Jones going anywhere near
the first round.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking of somebody else maybe, but I like Travis Jones if he's there for.
He's such a powerhouse. I mean, he's the perfect guy to set next to Vita Vea because they're both those kind of beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. I'll just drop this in the chat.
Where are we picking in the second round, Johnny? What's our second round pick? What number are we? Are we in the 50s or 60s?
I thought it was like 48 or something like that, but maybe.
I mean, if Travis Jones, do you think he might still be there?
Oh, yeah, it would be 54, I think we're at.
54, okay. I mean, I would think if Jones is there when we pick, I don't see why we can't get him.
Here you go in the chat. I'm putting this in the chat. All y'all can check this out. This guy is a monster. Travis Jones, you think Vita Vea, they'd be the two strongest people on the team right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a wrecker, man. He takes on the doubles and triple team blocks, man. He wrecked a screen. He completely wrecked the screenplay. Who was it? I think I can't remember who they were playing, but he took. You know how you got the three layers of the screen? He took the first round and ran him right into the second and third guy. Just destroyed the screen block, man.
I'm gonna go on YouTube later and see that. I want to see more of that. That's
the guy is.
No, I like the dude. Yeah.
But he is. You gotta remember, he is raw.
Yeah.
He's just a power thing right now, but you can develop him easy.
Yeah.
He's got a great first step, but his speed is he's not fast. He's not Vita. He's not going to be chasing people down 40 yards downfield like Vita does.
Well, no. I mean, Vita Vea is he's a one of a kind.
Yeah,
he's a
generational freak, man.
But listen, like Sue taught Vea can teach Travis Jones.
Absolutely.
So he's already got the teaching part down. Like I said, if he's there in the second round, I'd grab him. You're going to need him anyway. I mean, eventually Sue's going to be retiring. So,
yeah, we might have him back this year. I honestly thought last year was his last year. You know?
Oh, I don't know.
He's got twins. He's got a new business he started.
That's the thing. Yeah, I think he may want to just say, you know what? I got my ring.
He came out on Twitter talking about he wants to come back. So.
Well, I think that just depends on who the quarterback is or what we're going to do.
That was after Brady retired. He said that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, still, it might depend on what the Bucs do. You know, with a lot of these free agents, Johnny, that's what honestly depends on what the Bucs are going to.
Bucs are going to go with Garoppolo. Oh, not Garoppolo. Gabbert,
no, please.
Or Kyle Trask. this season, see what they got. They got to find out what they got with Trask, and it might as well do it this year because there's no quarterbacks in this draft that's worth moving up or down for.
Dude, last night, okay, I was listening to his show. I'm not going to say his name, but the caller called in and said, man, if we have to go with Trask, I ain't going to be watching anymore. Or like,
well, then don't. I don't care.
I know. I mean, like,
it's not
come
like
on.
we've had a whole long list of great quarterbacks to watch on the Bucs.
Right. It's inevitable that Trask may be the guy. You know, like you said, you might as well start with him now. If you
absolutely,
so
gotta see what you got, man. Don't be handing something away or wasting it. I don't like to see a wasted player, man. You gotta give him.
Well,
a
I
shot.
mean, you drafted him in the second round. You might as well use it. Yeah,
Right.
It's not like you drafted him in the fifth or sixth round here.
6.
It is 6 for 346. Runs a 5.
The guy, yeah,
Yeah,
badass, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't expect him to run a 440 and a 40-yard dash.
Remember the old nose tackle we had
still...
that finally ended up going to Jaguars? What was his name? He was a great nose tackle. Nobody knew about him because he wasn't a big splash guy. This guy, Trask, looks a lot like him at the moment, but he is a bigger splash guy because he's going to wipe out some offensive linemen.
Nose tackle. When did he play for the Bucs? What timeline?
Oh shit! Well, he was still here with Winston. I think he started in the Freeman era. Look at the people this is how we judge Bucs timelines, is what era quarterback were.
Right. Yeah, I know, right? Not the best way to judge it. Let's see, nose tackle.
Yeah, because not Spence. No, Spence wasn't a true nose tackle. Isn't a true nose tackle, wasn't?
No. Unless you're talking about Noah Spence, but see, Noah was more of a defensive end, though.
Yeah,
right?
he was outside edge. This is
Are you talking about Akeem Spence?
When we were still playing in the Tampa 2 system. You have
with Lovey, okay.
With the nose tackle, he was just a single tackle right over the center. Roy Miller, yes, thank you.
Roy Miller, okay.
Roy Miller, yes.
Oh yes.
He was an awesome nose tackle, man. He would hold up 3 people on the line and stuff, so the edges get in. You know,
yep.
He pushed the line when they were stupid enough to put only one person over. If it was just the center trying to take him, then he'd blow the fucking middle up. But he wasn't a big splash guy. He just did his job very solidly.
Right. Yeah, he's a good reserve.
Kind of what this guy would do. Travis Jones, I think if you put him in a nose tackle in that system is a lot more. There's more on him than there is on like the tackles we play in the 4-3. You know?
Well, and with Travis Jones, I think he's a lot more talented too, and can start. You know, Roy Miller. Well,
Roy Miller was a starter. He was a starter.
Well, he did start. Yeah, but I mean,
he started every
Roy
game
Miller was
for 4 years, man.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Jaguars, and he went to a championship game with them.
Okay. But I think Travis Jones has more talent than, he's going to chance to be better than Roy Miller.
Different kind of talent because Travis Jones is set up for a 4-3 system.
Yeah.
You know, Roy Miller played in a 3-4 where he was key, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a linchpin that everybody else worked around.
Right.
Those guys don't get a lot of credit, but that's because of the system they play in.
Well, I mean, when you draft players,
I hated seeing Roy Miller go. I would have loved to have seen him in a 4-3 because he had that power like Travis Jones and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And he had to deal with look at the defensive ends and shit he had to deal with too, man. I mean, he had McCoy.
Yeah. He's done. He needs to retire.
He's retired. He just hasn't said it yet. The NFL retired his ass.
Oh yeah. The Raiders.
I'm surprised he wasn't in the USFL draft.
Nah. Joe McCoy, I think he's one of those guys, he doesn't want to do stuff like that. He just wants
He
to
wants
play
to
in the
play for
NFL.
Tampa. He could have joined the USFL Draft and went to the Bandits.
The Bandits. I mean, he's a good player, but again, Joe McCoy, he never made anybody around him better, you know?
No, he didn't make himself better. Where his improvement was in year 1 and 2. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
didn't grow anywhere anytime after that. And the only reason he grew in 1 and 2 is because Sapp came in and trained him.
Yeah. Good player, but just
as much as I dislike Sapp as a person, it'd be great to see him out there coaching the young defensive ends.
No, listen, he's a football genius, Warren Sapp.
Yes,
I mean, he really is. Yeah, he is an asshole off the field, but if you want him on the field, you want his advice, take it. The guy, he's won a Super Bowl. He's played in one of the greatest defenses of all time. He knows his shit. Listen to him. Godwin is the most important
I gotta say this. One more time. Football is a business. We knew coming into this year there was going to be some people that go somewhere else that were going to break Buccaneer hearts, and this is one of them. You kind of prepare yourself for it, man. It's going to happen. It might not happen this year, but Godwin's not going to retire a Buck. I can almost 100% guarantee that.
I'll write that down. Johnny does not guarantee Godwin. No. I mean,
I can almost guarantee Evans will retire a Buck. That's
that I could see. Well, that guy I could see.
Franchise guy right there.
Oh yeah, and listen, he may be one of the greatest Buccaneers of all time, if he's not already. I mean,
if he hits 1,000 again. If he hits 1,000 again, man, he's going to blow people's minds. 2 more seasons of hitting 1,000, Jesus, man. Instant, he'd be a walk-on.
Yeah, well, he'd be a Hall of Famer, without a doubt. Now, I'm not sure, just because of the longevity, he's only played 9 years, but did a couple more years, great numbers. He's automatically in the Hall of Fame.
He had more touchdowns this year than he had since his college seasons, man.
Well, because him and Brady just developed a great relationship, you know, trustworthy. Brady's kind of receiver, possession receiver, slant routes. Yeah, I mean, he got better with Brady.
Explain this one, Landry who, Mona?
Jarvis Landry, or you talking? No,
I don't want no free agent. I want a draft. Not in this draft. I would not take a free agent wide receiver unless it's a backup for somebody. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't take Jarvis Landry. No way.
No, he wouldn't be a starter anyway.
I mean, he's okay, but no. I mean, maybe Miami will take him back.
This isn't so. It's more likely to happen than keeping Godwin under this cap situation.
I think Godwin will retire a Buck, but Miami got it raining in money.
I honestly believe that either Miami or Detroit, honestly, ends up with Godwin.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past Detroit. I mean, shit. They got the money. Get something for, the quarterback. They can figure that out later, but Godwin be there for a few years.
Christ, if Godwin went to Miami, that would be scary as shit. They would challenge the AFC big time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're already at that point,
We'll see how Mike McDaniel does. It's going to be unique to see what he can do with Tua.
I don't know what to expect now, though. Yeah, with that coaching change. I really liked
Flores,
but now he seems to be the Mike Tomlin heir apparent.
Yeah.
We already talked about that.
What else have we not talked about yet?
Probably a lot of shit. NFL edition mocks.
No, we did USFL Draft. We did Godwin. Divisional Rankings.
Break down that USFL Draft a little bit more. I got the paperwork.
Okay.
Are the Bucs really all in for Godwin? I think they're as all in as they can be. but then the outside influences just are amazing. Oh, did we do our divisional rankings? No, we did
Nope.
not.
No, we did not.
We're gonna do the entire league, or are we just gonna split it up in conferences right now?
Let's go do by conference. How about the NFC first?
All right, that sounds good. Let me get Alex
Uh,
in here real quick. I asked him for a break, the rankings, and he sent me. Where the hell is it? He sent me a entire breakdown. An
Whoa.
entire breakdown of why he picked that guy and did that. He's professional, man.
He is
We're
a
going
football
NFC first.
savant, dude.
Since we're going NFC first, let's go. Where do you start with? NFC North, of course. Of course.
Better start the NFC North. I'm throwing my Lions.
Alex has the Packers winning,
Wow.
Bears, Vikings, and he's still got his Lions at fourth. I don't see it that way, really. This
No,
division stays. Here's his notes. This division stays like this as long as Rodgers and Adams remain in Green Bay. If both are gone, the Packers go to the bottom of this division. There we go. That makes more sense.
Okay.
And NFC North, I've got it. And I've got. I'm going to go Packers because I think Rodgers is still going to be there. I don't think nobody's got the money for that trade. I don't think Green Bay really wants to give up that money, and the only way to keep Adams is if Rodgers stays. And they know if Rodgers goes somewhere else, Adams won't come with him. There's too much money involved in that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Packers if Rodgers stays.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Vikings over the Bears, though. I'm just not sure with the Bears.
Yeah.
Bears, and I got the Lions in third place because they made some good moves this year,
Mm-hmm.
and I expect them to have a great draft. Christ, they got enough draft picks to fill a team. So,
Well, pretty much. Yeah. I mean,
and this is the draft. This is the proper draft for the Lions to get better too.
Oh, I agree because they have a lot of needs.
Yeah.
All right. So you got Packers, Vikings, Lions, and Bears, right?
Right.
As from that order. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that they squeeze the Aaron Rodgers bottle one more time in Green Bay, get another year out of them. So we'll go Packers. I'm gonna go Vikings second because they're gonna improve a little bit. They got a new coach, fitting for Kirk Cousins with the guy from the Rams, the offensive coordinator. I'm still gonna go Bears third here. I think there's some talent there. Defensively, offensively is a question mark, depending on what they do with Justin Fields. The Lions, I still think I'm with Alex. They're going to still be fourth place, but they'll definitely improve their win total. I could see 5, maybe 6 wins. It's going to take a while, but that it's going to be close between the Bears and Lions for that third spot.
I agree. I gave the Lions the edge because their wide receiver core and their offensive line. They got a great offensive line.
Yeah, that's
They got
true.
a pretty
That's
damn good
true.
running back and tight end too.
No, that's true. That's true. So, okay.
And their head coach is a little bit. I don't know what Bears head coach is going to be like, so I can't compare right now.
Eberfluss.
Yeah.
Well,
I know
he
I like Eberfluss. I like what he's got. His background, but I don't know how he's going to transition that. So,
see that was one of my fears with who the Bears were going to get, because I would have thought get somebody for Justin Fields, like at the ball or something.
well, that's another one too. I'm not sure about Justin Fields either. He seems like a wild card at quarterback.
Yeah, I said it from the start that I just don't think it's going to work out. I just don't see him as a guy that's going to be a top quarterback in this league, especially in Chicago, man. I mean, when's the last time they had a quarterback? I mean, like Kyle Orton or.
I think I was. I don't think I was born then.
Shit.
That's a long time ago.
Oh yeah. That was
Okay.
black and white.
We'll go to the NFC South now. And
Okay.
Alex here's got pretty much the same as I got, man. Number
Mhm.
one, Bucks. Number one, Falcons, Panthers, Saints. I can see that. His notes are Saints are at the bottom for the sheer fact that they will lose a shitload of players due to having shed $75 million in the next 2 weeks. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're losing one of the best tackles in the league right
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. I got the Bucks number one simply because they got to still have a good foundation despite everything else that they might lose. The Falcons are going to be scary this year, so
Mm.
I got them number two too.
Okay.
Panthers, I don't know which direction the Panthers are headed. They got to get a quarterback,
Yeah.
and then they got to figure out a scheme because they don't have a scheme. That was the whole problem with the Panthers last year. They don't have a scheme. They got good defense and stuff, but what else do they have? They don't have a friggin' quarterback. Danny Dimes sure as hell ain't going to be there.
No.
Danny Dimes.
Danny
Okay,
Dimes.
that's me and Alex. What you got, bud?
Okay, so I still think the Bucks are going to win this division. Now, I think 9-8 wins this division. They got the most experience. Defensively, they're the best team in the division, bar none. Even if we lose like a JPP or the Dominican Sue, we still got Vita Vea. We're probably going to keep Carlton Davis. If we don't tag Godwin, we'll probably tag Davis. So yeah, we got great offensive line. That's going to help a young guy like Trask, assuming that he gets the starting quarterback position. Receivers, definitely us. So yeah, I got the Bucks 9-8, 10-7 type of
So that
record.
go ahead.
And then second, I'm with you. Atlanta is one of those teams that they're kind of slowly creeping up. You know, Arthur Smith. I listen. He had a slow start. That's expected, but he kind of got better as the year went along. He got the defense to play better.
Yeah, he did.
So I Matt Ryan. God, I think he needs to go somewhere else or retire. But I understand it. He's going to keep him another year or two. They do need to get a quarterback, but I think after the Bucks, it's kind of like a toss-up, really, if you think about it. Because
Matt Ryan's plays is playing well enough to get through this season. Matt,
you think so? Okay.
I watched Matt Ryan last year, and the guy's got heart, man. I can't.
Oh yeah,
All the jokes we've had about Matt Ryan and stuff, and I'm guilty, but I watched him, and he played with so much heart while he was getting the shit beat out of him. Um, at that age, he was pretty amazing, man.
he loves to play this game,
He does.
and when you love to play the game, you're gonna always give your team a chance to win. You know,
Absolutely.
so yeah. Let's see.
Uh,
So yeah, I got the
I
Falcons
get,
second, and then number three, I got to go Carolina. I again, this is a team that, like you said, no identity.
no
Who's the
quarterback, no
quarterback? Who's
identity.
the quarterback? Yeah, who's the quarterback? Matt Rule. I don't think he's cut out for the NFL.
He
This is
started
his
out
last
pretty
year,
good
I think.
last year at the beginning of the season, and then they just went.
It's fool's gold. I mean,
Yeah,
Darnold. Historically, Darnold's always played good in September, but come October, November, December, that's when, like Fitzpatrick, has a great September, but then all of a sudden starts to fade. They need to really address that quarterback situation. Newton's going to be gone.
well, we may have
Uh,
bet last year at the beginning of the season that the Panthers were
uh-huh.
going to come in last place, and somebody else that used to have a show was arguing with us about that they were going to finish second place, that he would dance in front of his store. Remember this bet? He was going to dance in front of the store if they came in last place. I still haven't seen that. He needs
I
to
haven't
make a
seen the
video. If you're listening and you know who you are, you need to make that video. Own up.
right. So yeah, Panthers third, and then the Saints last place. Obviously, I mean, just so many problems there. Dennis Allen got a lot on his hands, man. This is gonna be like, oh shit.
Well, Dennis
What
Allen.
am I going to do?
Dennis Allen scares me. He does. He's going to make that team put that team in contention again.
They're
Not
going
this
to be
season
competitive.
this season because they're going to lose $75 million worth of players this year. Right
Yeah,
now.
it's just going to be
like
too many.
Alex said, in the next 2 weeks, where that team's not going to look anything like that.
No, they got to make a lot of changes to get back into that cap space. And
but in the next couple of years, they're still going to be scary, man. That's what bothers me.
Well, as long as they draft well, I mean, that's the key. So, yeah, I got the Saints last, but I don't think they're going to be the worst team in the league. They'll be like a 4-5 win
not
team.
Want Dennis Allen back in this division and cheer.
Yeah, well, I don't think you have to worry about it next year.
Todd Bowles. Maybe he'll be like Todd Bowles, just real great defensive coordinator, but when he gets head coaching job, falls apart. Maybe that'll happen. And this is a perfect situation for him to fall apart in. I mean, losing that cap thing is going to kill him. NFC East. Alex has Cowboys number 1, Eagles 2, Commanders, and then the Giants. I'll disagree with this one. Let's see what his notes are. Division is a mess. Cowboys are a clear number 1 because nobody else is any good. Commanders or Eagles could take top spot if they somehow land top tier quarterback like Watson, Wilson, or Rodgers. Okay. I disagree with that because I think the Eagles are going to win the division. They've got 3 picks in the first friggin' round, man. They got 3 major holes, 3 picks. I think they're going to fill those holes and be scary. I'm going to take the Eagles to win the division because the Cowboys are the Cowboys. I don't trust them. They're flash. They're, like you said a while ago, they're fool's gold. They cannot play as a team for some reason. I don't care who you put in there. Ever since Jimmy Johnson's left, they've not played as a team since then. They play like their owner. They reflect their owner really well.
Who makes all the decisions? Jerry Jones.
A lot of flash and bling and bringing in all these divas that are all about themselves and can't play as a team. I just don't believe in the Cowboys. I'll put Cowboys second because that's what they are. They're a second place team no matter how you look at them. Washington, I don't know what they're going to do with quarterback. They need to settle on a quarterback, name that quarterback, and run with them. I like the kid they got now.
Yeah.
Less fit, and let him play and develop, and maybe you got something there. I think he'll go somewhere else and be a real good quarterback, actually. Yeah. Giants, I'm going to put Giants number 3 in this.
Okay.
Because they've got they moved the team around a little bit. They've got something there, and they've got picks to fill the holes.
Yeah.
They overspent last year on players that were injured all year.
Yeah.
That's not the way they do things.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
All right. Tony, when are we going to disagree on something? Because
I'm not used to this shit, man.
I know. We're like stepbrothers. Like, did you just say the same thing? Yep. Did we just become best friends? Yep. So here we go. I got the Eagles winning the division too. They're getting better. Now, Jalen Hurts, this is the key. They're going to get players for him, build around him. Can he take that next step? And he proved to me, I can't believe I'm going to say this, he actually made me wrong on him. He did better than I thought. He's getting used to the NFL style. And he didn't run as much either. He started to play in the pocket more.
He played like I want to see Lamar Jackson play.
Yes.
That's how I wanted to see Lamar Jackson go. Of course, Greg Roman.
Oh yeah, there we go. But he's got the right coaching staff, Jalen Hurts. So it works out good. Like you said, 3 picks in that first round.
Absolutely.
Going to fill holes. They
are fill holes with top talent. That's the thing about it. I mean,
that's
going to be scary, man.
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles are in a very, very good spot. So that experience, I think, another year with Jalen Hurts. I do think the running game is going to be key for him because again, Hurts is still a mobile quarterback, so but they're going to need a run game. I think they'll be good. I got them winning a close division.
They need
like
a power
10-7. Yeah.
If honestly, that's a good spot for Leonard Fournette to land.
That's what I was gonna say. Again, we're agreeing too much. Fournette would be perfect for that offense, Johnny.
It would.
Perfect spot, perfect landing. I don't know if they have the money for it.
Perfect as Bucs. I think the Bucs are
yeah.
for him, but right there is that's a great spot.
Johnny, think about that. Fournette, Jalen Hurts. Oh my God. True. Holy shit. Dude, I don't think we play him next year. No, we don't. Luckily, we don't play him next year. But man, if we did, that'd be a close game.
Oh, we got to play. Our next year's we're brutal. Oh man, our schedule is brutal next year. I might as well throw the Eagles on there.
Shit. But yeah, as far as the Eagles go, yeah, I got them winning that division. I think 10-7. I could see that. Number 2, I'm gonna go Dallas because again, you got the quarterback. Well, they got the talent, some talent. Not all talent, but some talent. Prescott, still a solid quarterback.
Strangely enough, though, Prescott was the reason they didn't win that much last year. They didn't get over the hump and go make a run. He was inconsistent toward the end of the year. I mean,
but that defense was
running game and defense.
But their defense was not very good last year. I'm sorry. Other than Parsons,
Mika.
Yeah, no. But Dallas will win. They'll be in second place. They'll fight for a wild card. Yeah. The third team I got, I'm going to actually go Giants.
That's right.
For some reason, because they do play hard, Johnny. I mean, they did beat the Raiders last year.
They were beat a couple teams last year. They beat the spread all year last year, man.
Didn't they beat the Eagles twice? I think, if I remember correct. I mean, I could be wrong, but they beat the Eagles. I know that in one of their games. So they can compete.
Yes.
And, especially you got to – and listen, they have to do something with Daniel Jones. This is it. They had to get a coach, an offensive-minded coach, which Chicago should have done. They should have done that for Justin Fields, but they're doing that for, Daniel Jones. But if Barkley, man, can this dude stay fucking healthy? I don't know. If he can stay healthy, that would really help Daniel Jones in that offense. They can win some games. So I got him in third. I'm going to assume Barkley's going to play most of the season. And that's going to help him a little bit offensively. So now I'm going to go Commanders. That's a wild card. They could either be in second place or last place.
Quarterback.
Yeah. Well, quarterback, yeah.
That's the big question with the Commanders right there.
And plus, with Ron Rivera, you just wonder, when's the time? I mean, it just seems like you don't want to be there.
Rivera did the same thing with the Panthers. It took him like 5 years to make them a good team. And then he got them good, and they stayed good for a few years after that. But
boy, Johnny, that situation in Washington, I'm not just talking on the field, but off the field with all the crap going on. I mean, Chase Young's got to stay healthy. I mean, they have a lot of injuries last year that really killed them. And
Washington's under federal investigation. Snyder is.
Oh God! I mean,
that shit went federal on his ass. So who knows what's going to happen?
I mean, yeah. So I'm just that's my 4: Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, and Commanders.
You know what? David Moser has a point. If Fitzpatrick can stay healthy, he'll get him off to a good start anyway, and that might be enough to do it.
Is he a free agent or is he still signed with the?
I think he's
Commanders?
Still signed with them, man.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah. Everybody else was a backup. He was actually supposed to be the starter there, remember?
Yeah. But Heineke.
I like the guy, man. I did. I like
Taylor.
Heineke. Yeah.
He's a tough little dude. I mean,
he's given us such fits, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And every time he's playing, he plays hard, man. So I don't know. I don't know if he could be their start. I think he could start somewhere in this league. I think he could go down to Texas and take over.
Houston Texans, yeah.
Yeah. Because they're not going to put Watson out there. They're going to pay Watson to sit on a friggin' bench. It's $35 million to sit on a bench if somebody don't take him. You know what I mean? They already did
Somebody
that with
will.
their
Yeah.
basketball guy, whatever his name is.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Yeah.
Yeah, $40 million to sit on a bench. Come on, man. What the hell is going on in Texas?
Yeah. Well,
NFC
Lovey.
West.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, this is a good one.
Okay. Go
Top
ahead.
three. Okay. He's got the Rams first. Number 2 is 49ers. 3 is Cardinals. 4 is Seahawks. It is so close to what I got. His says top 3 teams are interchangeable. In my opinion, this division is that good. I agree with that. Got to give
Mhm.
respect to the Super Bowl champs and don't want to put Cardinals 1 or 2 after that playoff meltdown. Exactly. I can't disagree with anything. So I got the 49ers number 1 because I think they're going to be a much more dynamic team with Trey Lance
Yeah.
at quarterback. And the Rams wouldn't have the Rams ever had an easy time with the 49ers.
Right. Yep.
I do have Cardinals 3 and Seahawks at 4. If there was a fifth, I'd put the Seahawks down there. I just don't think they don't belong in that division right now. But
God
there's
damn
3.
it, Johnny. We
3.
agree again. Motherfucker. Go ahead. Ah,
Yeah, go ahead. It's your shot.
shit. We agree. 49ers first, and I say that because I love their defense.
Yeah,
They were healthy.
and
Yes.
Debo and
Debo, the run.
the tight end. What's his name?
Kittle. George Kittle.
Kittle. That's a hell of a combination right there.
Yeah. And now the quarterback position, that's a question mark, but they drafted Lance, they traded up for him, so obviously they're gonna go with them.
Right.
Why
Well,
would
Lance
you not?
1-1 in his one
Yeah.
and one in his 2 appearances.
Yeah.
There. He got
And
over 1,000 yards. So
yeah. And he fits Shanahan's type of scheme, West Coast offense. So I think it's going to be a unique thing to watch. That defense is going to carry him. Staying healthy, that's the key. Good offensive line. The running game needs to be a little better, but I think that can happen. They got a lot of depth, Johnny, and
they
that's the
do
key.
that line too. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, special teams is going to be the key. It wasn't great. Played great against the Packers in the playoff game. So, but I think it's just enough for them to win this division. Now, will they go very far in the playoffs? Remains to be seen. But good enough to win a very tough division. They've owned the Rams.
They put the Packers out of their misery. So
Yeah. Number 2, I am going to go the Rams, but I could see it either Cardinals, Rams going for that 2 spot. They're going to, any Super Bowl champion's going to have they're going to go down a little bit. But if they lose Aaron Donald to retirement, that really changes things. Well, I don't think so either, but I'm just saying if it actually did,
that would be like what's his name? Damn it, the Detroit running back that retired, Barry Sanders. That'd be like a Barry Sanders move right there. Donald hasn't been in the league that long.
Like 9 years. He'd be in his 9th year, yeah.
Yeah, without the Super Bowl, he wouldn't even. I don't think they'd be talking about him as a Hall of Famer. And he knows he needs a couple more seasons. You know what I mean?
I agree. We'll assume that Donald's back, and he probably will be. Yeah, I go with second for the Rams. I just think, like you said, the Niners have had their number. It's except for the championship game, which you could argue they could have won that game.
Yeah, that was.
The dropped interception.
Oh man, that pissed me off watching that.
Oh,
I was wanting the Niners to win that too. So
for the Cincinnati Niners, 3rd time, 2016. Yeah, I got it. But yeah, again, the quarterback play failed the Niners in that championship game. But besides that, look, the Rams I think they're still going to be in the playoffs, but I just think the Niners might just be a little better in that division next year. No, win that division.
Yeah, I think they were the best team in the league. I best think they were the best team in the league if they'd had the quarterback. Garoppolo is a great game manager, but he can't push.
No. Nope.
Trey Lance, I believe in Trey Lance. I was all about Trey Lance before he was picked up. I was pushing for him for the Bucs actually, but they went and traded up to get him. So.
Well, that's what I mean. They're going to have to start him. They're going to have to play him. So
Yep.
you don't just trade up just to get him.
No.
Now, third place.
2 games that he played in, he played well. He was rookie, so he made a couple of rookie mistakes, but he adds a whole different dimension to that team.
And I think Shanahan likes – I think he really wants Lance to now, because he knows that he could take him to a chance to take him to that next level. So number 3, I'm going to go Arizona, obviously, because, they got a lot of talent still. Again, Murray, it's going to depend on his quarterback play, and the coaching. Remember, Kingsbury, every year, wherever he's been, gets off to good starts, but then falters in the second half.
Right.
Defensively, Chandler Jones, is he a free agent?
Yes, he is.
Now, if they lose him, that's going to hurt their defense a little bit.
They have JJ, who will play next year.
Yeah, but
I don't know how effective that's a scary. If they kept Chandler Jones and had JJ healthy, the first 2 games they played last year their defense was just destroying people like that.
Yeah.
That's
scary.
Yeah. Those 2 end rushers right there, edge rushers, those 2 guys are scary even at their age, man. Chandler Jones ain't no spring chicken either. I mean, he's been in the league.
No. Yeah. But I mean, are we going to get the J.J. Watt from Houston, or are we going to get the J.J. of a shell of himself?
Well, we saw his improvement when he stepped on the field with the Cardinals. The first 2 games he's played, he was lighting it up. He looked like J.J. Watt until the injury.
Yeah, so that's going to be the key. Can he stay healthy?
What's the injury going to do? Yeah.
But
I think they go edge rusher in the draft too, though. So.
Well, they're going to draft defense for sure because they need to get better at that. So, I got the Cardinals 3rd.
Kirk's leaving. Christian Kirk.
Okay, Christian Kirk, yeah. Ooh.
Remember what he did to the Bucs.
Yes, yep. And then, like you said, Seahawks, last place. I mean, I don't know, man. It could be, it could be like Cardinals, Seahawks. Who's going to get that 3rd place? It just depends on whoever's healthy.
Talent-wise, the Seahawks just don't match up, man. Talent-wise, although they're 2 wide receivers,
Metcalf and Lockett, yeah,
that's a special kind of receivers. But then it seems like there's an issue between them and Russell Wilson right now. So it showed all last year. I mean, he quit throwing the ball to Metcalf there for 5 games. He didn't throw the ball.
But Johnny, they have
one receiver, man.
But also, they have one of the worst offensive lines in the football too.
Right.
And Wilson was just running for his life.
Well,
it's not even funny.
I saw Wilson sitting in the pocket with Metcalf wide open and wouldn't even throw to him. There was an issue there, personally, between the 2. That's what Metcalf was going off about his tirade and shit,
Well, and also Metcalf's kind of a diva too. I mean,
right. He is, and I would normally have blamed him because of that, but I watched the games. I saw him just be ignored.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like you said, there could be a disconnect there. And Wilson has this connection with Lockett because he's played with them longer.
Right.
Tyler Lockett's his go-to guy. So maybe
but they don't win games with Lockett. When he was only targeting Lockett, they never won a game with him. This last year, when Metcalf got a touchdown, they won the games. Every game Metcalf caught a touchdown and they won. So
that's a unique stat too. Yeah, got to use them more often. But again, I think there's more issues with Seattle. No offensive line, defense is not what it used to be. I mean, you traded a lot of picks to get Jamal Adams. I mean, really?
This is true right here.
Yeah. No, Moser's got a point. That's been talked about for a long time now.
Yeah.
Because Metcalf, well, you remember the game against the Cardinals, right? Where Cardinals got the interception and then Metcalf just
flew down there.
Flew down and avoided and just didn't give him the touchdown there. So, no, that's been said for a while. Like, Metcalf has Olympic aspirations. So, I could see that. That's a good point by who was it, David Moser?
Yep.
Yep. So yeah. So yeah, those are my picks.
Okay,
Niners, Rams.
Mona, you're pissing me off
Cardinals.
now. No. You're not getting Jensen. Stop it. You can get you can have what's his name, Armstead, but you ain't getting Jensen. Stay off of Jensen.
I think she wants something to look at. For
If anybody,
17 games.
honestly, if anybody was probably going to get Jensen, it would probably be Cincinnati.
Yeah. No, I
Because
see him as a bang.
They're ready to pay big money for center right now.
Oh yeah. Their goal this year, this offseason, you protect Joe Burrow. That's it. You got the defense, you got the receivers, you got the run game. All you need is a line, offensive line. Maybe you need a little bit of secondary help, but that comes in the draft. It'll be easy.
Yeah. Yeah, the draft right now, if you're not looking for a quarterback, this is your draft.
Exactly. And I can think of
AFC.
Okay. Where do you want to start?
With the North.
Okay.
Oh my God, this one's kind of easy. Alex has Bengals, which I agree with. Ravens, Browns, Steelers. I cannot disagree with any of that. Bengals remain on top for now after winning AFC, but this is a very close division. Steelers jumped to 3 with above average quarterback taking snaps for them this year. Above average? Who's the above average quarterback? I mean, if they go with, he's still got them at 4. So I'm not going to argue with that at all.
Who does he have at 4?
Steelers.
Okay.
I can't disagree with it. We don't if they're using what's his name? The backup that got hit in the head by
Rudolph, Mason Rudolph,
Kyle Rudolph, Mason Rudolph. Yeah, I keep saying Kyle Rudolph, man.
Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Yeah.
Yeah, if they go with Rudolph like they keep talking about around here, they say they're not going to trade for a quarterback no more. I guess the Packers pissed them off with that Rodgers thing, so they pulled out and said screw it.
They screwed it and then pulled out. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. So your picks is with Alex?
Yeah.
I'm on the line. Okay.
Oh boy. The Ravens are still talent-wise on that team. They're still better than anybody else on there. Browns might challenge them, but I doubt it.
Okay. Number 1, Bengals. Obviously, I think they got the best team in the AFC North. Maybe in the AFC.
Yeah.
Arguably. Number 2.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Number 2, I'm going to go with the Ravens because, again, they still got Lamar Jackson. They still have a decent defense. If they could just upgrade in a few areas, they can compete with Cincinnati. Well, no. Roman's still there, so get used to that. So Bengals, Ravens, and then I'm going to go Steelers number 3, Johnny. I know the quarterback situation's blurry, but listen, I'm not liking what I'm seeing in Cleveland right now. I just don't. They're not sure at their quarterback spot. Is Mayfield going to be the answer?
Myles Garrett against Rudolph? Come on.
But Johnny Mayfield, I just don't see it, man. I mean, I just don't. He cannot.
Mayfield played well against the Steelers. His best games are against the Steelers. You got to remember that division rivalry too.
That's true. But what about the other 15 games? That's the key.
Yeah, it is.
And Landry, he's probably going to be gone. They already pissed Beckham off. He went to get a ring in LA. They got a good running game. They got Kareem Hunt. They still got that run game. Defensively, they're pretty good up front, but the secondary is not very good. And I don't know, man. I get this feeling with Cleveland's always going to be Cleveland. You know what I mean? Like they'll almost get there, but then go back down again. So I got them in last place.
Overall, the AFC North versus the NFC South, the AFC North is running away with those matchups. all around. I mean, not just one team versus one team, but all over, overall.
You're probably right, but I could see the Bucs beating the Browns. I could see the Bucs. Well, the Bucs got the Ravens and Bengals at home. That's one good thing.
It's this type of schemes, matchups, and that hard ground pounding schemes that all AFC North teams have it too.
Yeah.
They go in for blood.
No, I
And
know. And they play a tough division. They're tough
right,
minded teams in that division.
right.
But I don't know about the Browns. I don't know if they're tough minded like these other three teams are.
Their offensive line and their defensive line are definitely tough minded. I don't know about the Baker Mayfield stood in there and taken these poundings already, so I know he can stand up to it. I just don't know how he doesn't play well in them.
Yeah.
But the running game plays well. That's the key right there.
Yeah.
They
And
got Chubb. Chubb. I think
and
Chubb can run all over the Steelers right now.
yeah. But Steelers
And
have Najee Harris.
yeah. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the
That's what I'm
line.
saying. That third, fourth.
Steelers line has declined, and the Browns line has
Yeah.
gotten better.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be interesting in that 3-4 spot in that division.
Yeah.
We know the two best teams are the Bengals and Ravens.
I went Browns and Steelers with Alex just because they're to me it's like, well, that whole entire division can flip flop anytime.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Look at what it did this year.
Yep.
Bengals first to first. So. Okay. What's divisions next?
AFC South.
Ooh.
Alex has the Titans first place, Colts second place, Jaguars third, and Texans fourth. How can you argue with that? This is the Titans and Colts fighting for the first, and the Texans and Jaguars fighting for third. Titans and Jags win their matchups due to their quarterback. Titans and coach Jags. I don't mind Lovey as a head coach, honestly. He's got a mess there. And I don't know if
Yeah.
he can work with that mess that he's got. He inherited a mess. He did 100% improve their defense last year. So,
Yeah.
what
Okay.
he does with the rest of it, are they going to look like the Chicago Bears and what he was trying to make us look like with no offensive line? I don't know.
So you and Alex are on the same wavelength?
Kind of, yeah. I like the Colts. I like the Colts to get another wide receiver to add to that line, and with that running game they have another a real number one wide receiver. Taty Hilton is
T.Y.
getting a little,
Hilton? Yeah.
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 He's getting a little bit too old.
Then you got Pittman Jr. at the
Pittman played a
receiver.
lot better than I thought he was going to play. A lot better. So
Yeah.
I would give him he's a solid number two, but I don't think he can carry a team. If they get a number one wide receiver, I'll put the Colts over the Titans. If they don't, I'm going with Alex's lineup here.
What about the quarterback situation in Indy? That's the question.
I think they're pretty much even, actually.
But I mean, is Wentz going to be there? Or are they going to trade him?
I really don't care. I don't, because look at the rest of the division. I don't see any competition there like that. Team on team, despite the quarterback.
Okay. All right.
I think Wentz and Indy he did screw him up the last three games.
Yeah.
You know, it was all on him that they didn't make that playoff run. So, like I said, if they get another wide receiver, a number one, a true number one wide receiver, then I think they can win out over the Titans, because those games between the Titans and the Colts are so fucking close.
Okay. Picture this, Johnny. One of the greatest comebacks in NFL history. Lovie Smith gets his team.
Don't you dare
through all the trials and tribulations that he has faced, that he has inherited, the giant mess, the Watson situation. Where's he going? Is he staying? Or are we paying him millions to sit on the bench? Hear me
Will
out.
he even be a coach after mid-season when he's got a $35 million quarterback sitting on the bench and he's playing with some scrub?
He's got the gray beard. It's the magic of the gray beard. Bringing this organization back to relevancy with the quarterback named Davis Mills out of nowhere.
I like Davis Mills.
I do too. Am I full of shit yet, Johnny?
No,
Yes,
actually,
I am.
that was a good fucking hit right there with Davis Mills. But who's he throwing the ball to?
That's where I'm full of shit because there ain't nobody there. So, no, the Texans are not going to be the first place team. No, I'm going to go in all seriousness. Oh, wait, let me read this comment first. David Moser, didn't Lovey take over Chicago when it was a mess, and then he took Tampa when it was a mess? Now he's got that's his specialty. Yeah.
One
It's
year,
like, okay, we'll give you shit.
wait a minute. 1 year in Tampa, he helped create more mess by getting rid of our entire
Yeah.
offensive line.
All right, don't get me started on that. You know how I feel about that shit.
And then
Thanks, David.
thank you, Bruce Arians, for finally getting rid of Warthog. The offensive
Warhawk,
line,
yeah.
he came
Warhawk.
in for Lovey, and he was right along with all that bullshit too. I don't know how he lasted so fucking long.
What's that? Something on the Glazers.
And that's something else. Remember, that's Donovan Smith's entire development era was with Warthog.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No, you got it right, Warhog. Okay. Tennessee, they're going to win the division just because they got probably the most complete team in that division. I mean, listen, they still got Derrick Henry, great offensive line. They got receivers.
One receiver, and if he's
okay,
out,
but that's more. Well, I know I take that back. Colts have a better receiving core, but the rest of the division's crap. Defensively, they're great, except against Cincinnati, they didn't play their best.
Right.
But I blame more of that on Brian Tannehill. That's going to be the question. Can he? I don't think he can. Ryan Tannehill is going to have to play well.
I think
for this team to succeed.
If Ryan Tannehill learns his place like Garoppolo, then
yeah,
can do it. If he's got to understand that he can't take that team on his shoulders like
right.
Garoppolo. It's you got to manage that team. You got to sit there and be a game
That's all he has
manager,
to do, Johnny.
Like he was through most of the regular season's prior years, right?
Just that's all he has to do.
Get all hyped up because you're you're winning games. Don't get hyped up. You're not the one winning the games. You got King Henry there doing that.
Right. And what did he do? That first play against Cincinnati, he tried to make a play.
Right.
And it cost him. Changed the whole complexion. So, but Tennessee has the most complete team in that division. They're going to win that division. 12-5, 11-6. See, number 2 I'm going to go Colts still. I still think they got a pretty good team. Again, it's going to depend on the quarterback play with that team specifically. They have all the other intangibles. Good offensive line, receiving core, probably the best running back in football, Jonathan Taylor. Defensively, they're great. I know they lost Ebenflus to the Bears. That may hurt a little, but, they're going to run the same scheme. Quarterback play is the only thing I worry about with the Colts.
Yeah. And I worry more about Tannehill than I do Wentz. I hate saying that.
Yeah, I've never been high on Wentz. I'm sorry. I'm with you.
I think they're the same quarterback. Just switch roles, and they're the same team.
Wentz can do a little more, but he also is more riskier. So
yeah, like I said about Tannehill, he needs to quit trying. Don't put on.
But see, Tannehill doesn't have to do that. He chooses to do that. He doesn't have to do that.
Right.
I just want to read this. I feel bad for Tampa because the offensive line he got is good, but they're a run-first offensive line. Yeah, but again, Tannehill, you're right, David. But Tannehill has to know his role. He's a game manager. All he has to do is manage the game. Titans can go far in the playoffs. They can be a Super Bowl team.
There's a reason they're run-first team, too. They developed that way because they play a lot of heavy offense, which is, ground and pound. They want to eat up.
Hello. You hear me, Johnny? Johnny froze
We're
there.
back. That was weird.
Are you back? Okay. Oh, okay. Did you freeze there? Or?
Yeah, well, the whole thing did.
Okay. Yeah. So, about Tennessee, all Tannehill has to do is just know his role, like The Rock. Know your role, shut your mouth, and
You're not
you
Aaron
manage
Rodgers.
the game.
You're not Tom Brady. You're not
Right.
any of those superstar quarterbacks. Know who you are. Understand who you are. You're not going in there to win games. You're going in there to manage a team.
I think they do have some pass blockers. Could it be better? Yes, but
They got some good
still
pass.
Tannehill. Yeah, but Tannehill still has to manage the game and let the rest fall in place. So, yeah. So anyway, the Titans, Colts, and then now you got the Jags and Texans. See, that's the
Now, see, there's a
battle.
quarterback involved in that one that I really, I've been down on him for so long. In Clemson, I was down on him. He comes out, he's flash. He's like all sparkle and glitter for
Yeah,
everybody because he's got all these possibilities, but he has never used them. He's never,
long hair.
yeah, he can run. Wow, we got this tall, lanky dude that can run. Who cares? He can't throw into the end zone. If you get him on short yardage down into the end zone or a short yardage pass, he cannot do it. He's not a good mid to short yardage passer. He's good in between the 20s. He's great, fantastic. He don't put the ball in the end zone. He puts
Yeah,
it he puts it in other people's hands because and the height factor, which I said before, is a factor. Joe Flacco was the greatest tall quarterback ever. All right,
uh huh.
that's your
Okay.
limit. He can become a Joe Flacco, who actually won a Super Bowl. So, that's not real bad knock on him. But tall
No.
quarterbacks with long arms tend to shorten up their throw because they have people coming around them. They can't get their full windup.
Here's where I think Trevor can have a chance. He's got Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson's worked with some great quarterbacks. Now, if David Mills had Doug Peterson, oh my God, he could be really good. David Mills can really be
What you got to do with Trevor Lawrence when you're in short yardage, like if you're the
right.
Redskins,
Yeah,
if you're going to throw the ball, you've got to move him out of the pocket. You got to get him out of the pocket and throw the fades, and the slants across
right. I
because
love the
he will
yeah,
overthrow when he's looking over.
right.
He'll overthrow it. You see it
Yeah,
every time. He always overthrows
yeah.
his
This
foot.
isn't college. This isn't Clemson where you can
Right,
get away with that.
right.
I love the Doug Peterson hire. I can't believe I'm going to say that. Jacksonville made a good hire with Doug Peterson. I just don't know if Trevor Lawrence is the right guy for Doug Peterson. You know what I mean? Davis Mills would be the perfect guy for Doug Peterson. Switch the roles, But I'm going to go Texans in third place. I think they're going to surprise some people, even through all. I know I bullshitted you a few minutes ago, but they can play. They can get to third place. They can win 5, 6 games. That's not out of the question, especially if you got a defense that improved.
You talking
And
about the Jags or Titans? The
Texans,
Texans.
Texans for that third place spot.
Yeah, the way they played at the end of the season last year, I could put them in third place.
Yeah, they beat the Chargers.
Yeah.
They beat the Titans. So they beat two good teams. I mean, they can play. So I think they're going to improve. Now, they're not going to be better than the Titans or Colts, but
No.
they can win. They can win 2 division games, and they can win maybe 3 division games.
Yep.
Sweep Jacksonville. Who knows? So I'm going to put the Texans third, and then the Jags fourth.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Oh, and now we move to
The
AFC
West.
East.
Oh, the East. Ooh,
I was
okay.
saving the West for last, man.
There you go.
Alex has the Bills, the Patriots, the Dolphins, and the Jets in that order. His notes are this is the Bills' time to have their reign of terror like the Pats did. But they'll have more competition than there was in previous years as New England has a very good football team. Got to see the Dolphins under Mike McDaniel before I rank them any higher. Uh, He's got Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets. I'm not ready to write off the Dolphins that quick. I think that's going that. This is a sneaky tough division to rank right here. I do have the Jets
Mm-hmm.
last place. I can't put them in that category with the Bills, Dolphins, and Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Bills proved that they could stay on top last year, so I'm going to give them the first
Mm-hmm.
place. The Dolphins have so much money and so much draft potential in this draft. I think I'm
Yeah.
going to step them up into. Can I? I'm not sure about this head coach now, though. Yeah, I think no. I'm going to stick with. I'm going to go right with Alex's. I'm not going to go out on a limb like that. Yet. I have a high potential for the Dolphins. I do. Got to see
Okay.
what this head coach does, what their draft does. I might change this completely by the time after draft.
Okay.
But I'm going to go Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, and Jets right now.
Johnny, we may finally have a disagreement.
Cool. About time.
I got the Patriots winning that division, dude. I do. For some reason, I could see Mac Jones developing and getting better.
You're not getting a big argument out of me, except that I think the defense and the offensive lines for the Bills is just too much for them. If they
Yeah.
have to play a different style, we saw it last year. If the Patriots have to play a different style, like that rain game, I don't think they can do it.
Look,
I think the
I would
Bills
love
learned.
to.
I think the Bills learned in that game how to attack and not have to use his legs. And if it comes down to it, Josh Allen can take the game and put it on his shoulders and win.
Yeah,
So
that's
they've
true.
got one hell of a complete game. Mac Jones can't. We saw that.
Not yet,
He's
but
one dimensional right now.
You're right. I mean, as far as quarterbacks, Josh Allen's the best one in that division. Maybe in the AFC, arguably. I think just the way these two teams play, they're going to split. They're going to split the season series. But I think with the Patriots, I just think they're going to get better defensively. They're going to be Mac Jones is going to have another year under his
All
belt.
right, add this up. The Patriots are going to lose at least one to the Dolphins. They always do.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right
the
on
Bills
that.
could sweep the Dolphins and Jets.
Yeah, they did last year. Damn, I so would like to make that easy pick, the Bills. I'm just seeing something in New England that, like, hey,
I saw it too.
this is
Last
still
year.
our division.
Everybody had the Patriots in last place last year, and I moved them.
No,
Actually, I
yeah.
had them in second place, which I was close.
I'm trying to make this argument, Johnny, that the Patriots can win this division. It's so close. I want to pick them.
It
I
is. I'm
think
not
they
arguing
can.
that a bit because I like
I
what they did
can't.
last year.
Yeah, I just feel like Belichick still is the best coach in that division.
Oh yeah. Agree. I agree with that. Bill Belichick is still the best coach, no matter what that guy was screaming on the sidelines.
God damn. I'm going to go with the upset here. I'm going Patriots winning this division. The Bills will still make the playoffs, and they'll still falter like they always do. But I really got a feeling. Maybe it's a gut feeling. Maybe it's a beer belly feeling. I don't know. But I like New England to win this division.
I think
and the Buffalo
too.
Yeah. And Buffalo, I got number 2. Wait, David agrees. I think the Patriots win that division this year. Belichick had a year to see what his rookie quarterback can do and can't do. You know what sickens me to say that, Johnny? Well,
yep.
It doesn't bother me as much. I'm okay. I like Belichick. I don't care. So as far as third and fourth, I'm gonna go Miami third. Right now. I know they got a lot of money. They're probably gonna get a lot of free agents. But again, we got to see what Tua can do. Defensively, they're good. They are good. But offensively, the quarterback situation, can
I'm not
Tua
as
go
worried
to the
about that
next?
quarterback as I was last year. Tua proved something to me this year. He didn't avoid any hits. He didn't get injured. He went. You saw him hit that linebacker, just bulldogging over. That he stepped up and proved something. He's not running away from anything. He
No,
stayed in the
no.
pocket. He was throwing darts last year too. So he proved a lot to me last year. I think the coaching staff saw that too.
And I got to tell you, Johnny, too, in fairness to Tua, all that talk with Watson last year, I think that affected him. You could see
Absolutely.
a little.
After that bullshit with Fitzpatrick, and then the
Yeah.
Watson shit, I think Stephen Ross needs to shut the fuck up and go somewhere. Is what he needs to do.
Hey, if they prove that he fixed
Yeah,
games, then yeah, he'll be gone. So
absolutely.
and we'll see. Look, I'm pulling for Tua. I like him. I think he's a good kid. I just hope McDaniel can be the right fit for Tua's needs.
I don't know.
That'll,
That's my only hesitation about moving into the second place is McDaniel.
yeah.
Don't know. Oh, where did Josh McDaniel go? Wait a minute.
Raiders.
Oh, that's right.
We'll talk about them in
the very next one.
God damn, I forgot all about that. Josh McDaniels went to the Raiders.
Yeah, that's going to be.
It's going to be Joe Judge, right? Is he going to take over the offensive? Is he the offensive coordinator, Joe Judge, or is it defense?
He went back to Patriots.
Right, but I mean, who's the offensive coordinator for the? I think it's Joe Judge, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh shit! I made this prediction before. I didn't even know. I forgot all about that. God damn it! I may have to change it. Well, no, I'm still gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go Patriot because I already said it. But like I said, Miami third place. I got to see what this new guy McDaniel can do, and the Jets number 4. I mean,
they're really not worth talking about, are they?
I just don't believe in Zach Wilson. I just don't believe in him, Johnny.
No, not a bit. Zach Wilson, and the guy in Chicago. I don't really Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, yeah.
I don't get any. He has moments.
Yeah,
he had a lot more moments than Zach Wilson did, but I mean Zach Wilson, he's great at throwing to the other team. You know, like Trey Lance.
So was Jameis.
I'm not Trey Lance, but Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, 19 interceptions, 7 touchdowns. Come on, man. You can't start out like that. Not when you're.
Yeah. The Jets are going to have to rely on their defense because that's pretty much the only part of their team they're decent at. Not great, but decent.
And Robert Saleh,
yeah.
That's especially
nice guy. I'm sure he can coach, but
great defensive coach.
But the Jets, they own that 4th spot, and they're going to own that for a while until I see otherwise. So I got the
get another number one. They get another number 1 overall pick next year. Maybe they'll replace Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I don't see anything in him. I never did. He was good at. I mean, at BYU. I mean, he played against a lot of poor teams.
I liked him in college. That I didn't love him in college. Trey Lance.
No. Yeah, from North Dakota State. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
where Carson Wentz went. How ironic. But the Jets. So it's
style of quarterback though, completely different.
True. All true. Yeah. So mine is Patriots, Bills, Dolphins, and Jets.
Yeah. Okay. So you're different a little bit, but that's not bad.
A little bit, yeah.
Not enough to start a war over.
Damn it.
Unintended.
Maybe we will.
AFC West.
This one. Okay.
Alex has Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. And since I was thinking about the Raiders now, this one and me are not going to agree here. Very good division with 3 very good quarterbacks, yeah. Maybe the 4th coming soon. Broncos barely edge out the Raiders due to overall talent, but will slide to 4th if they can't find a solid quarterback. Now, I know for a fact that Alex and Andrew both have the Raiders, the Broncos estimated much higher than I do. He actually was. That's common sense. That was sensible putting the Broncos at 3rd. Raiders at 4th. I'm going to disagree with that just because of the new coach and the
Mhm.
GM. I'm going to put the Raiders over the Broncos. I can't shove them up over the Chargers or Chiefs just yet. Uh, the Chargers have the Chiefs number. If they can win out more division rival games, then I could see them winning the division.
Okay.
I'd like to put them at number one just to be different from everybody because I really like the
Okay.
Chargers.
Okay.
And they got a lot of money too, and and draft capital too. So,
Yes.
ooh,
Hmm. So what do you
they
got, Johnny?
they can fix everything they need in just free agency right now.
So you
I'm
got the
going to take a
Chiefs.
gamble on that. I'm going to take a gamble on that. Since the Chiefs are going to be losing players, the Chargers are going to be adding great players. I'm going to add the. I'm going to make the Chiefs number first in the division. The Chargers number one in the division. The Chiefs number two, and that rivalry between the Chiefs and the Raiders is something else. I think
Mhm.
McDaniels might actually win that one out. I'm going to go crazy on
Yeah.
this one. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to put Chargers number one, Raiders number two, Chiefs number three, Broncos four. How's that? Now, somebody's got to argue with that.
Motherfucker. Were you cheating this week? Are you reading my fucking mind right? God damn it, Johnny. When are we gonna disagree on something?
Oh,
Oh, I know.
soon.
We're gonna disagree on the first two.
Okay.
I'm gonna shock everybody, and I'm gonna put this on record. The Raiders are gonna win that division. Derek Carr is gonna have a great year.
You're not shocking me, man. Come on.
Listen, Johnny, I'm shocking everybody else.
Okay.
Okay? All right. I love this Raider hire. I
Yeah,
do.
I do too.
I and they got a guy from the Patriots to be the GM, the assistant GM.
Right.
I mean, that was a package deal. Don't let anybody fool. That was
Yeah,
Ziegler and
absolutely was.
McDaniels was a package deal. McDaniels was not going to accept the job unless Ziegler came, and
Yep.
he had Derek Carr to try out for it.
Yep.
I'm going with it, Johnny. I'm going Raiders one, but I'm going to go Chiefs two because you got
Just so
Patrick
you can go get
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
That and Eric Bieniemy's back, offensive coordinator. They've already said he's back. Defense is still solid. I know they're going to lose some players,
Did they get
but
they squash that beef with the enemy?
they said he was coming back next year. They made it official.
That'll be
So
interesting.
yeah, as long as they got that tandem there to help Mahomes, I can't count him out. I'm going Chargers third, Johnny. I don't know. Chargers are one of those teams. I don't know if they're cursed or
The
not, but
Chargers' record over the Chiefs, though, is just
it
that's
is.
enough for me because I'm just talking about division winners right here.
No, yeah. But I'm just Chargers are. I call the almost team, the almost team. They do good, but they almost get there, but they don't. I can see the same thing. I think maybe their head coach might be holding them back.
He might
Possibly.
be. That's why I didn't put him at number one. I really wanted to.
Yeah,
I did put him at number one. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did.
you did. Yeah.
Yeah. I had Raiders too. Just because their
Yeah.
records in the division, man. The Chargers kind of own those guys.
Well, but I mean, look at last year when they couldn't beat. See, they're a weird team. They lose to the Ravens,
I
big,
know.
but they beat the Bengals, blew them out. Really, if you
Yep.
think about it,
Yep.
they lost to Minnesota. They did.
I
They
think
lost to Minnesota at
I
home.
think the Chargers have a better quarterback than Derek Carr, and I like Derek Carr. I do a lot, and I think this is his year. I think Justin Herbert's going to has grown the last two seasons. I think this is here. It's the third year, man. It's when these quarterbacks usually break out, like
True.
Josh Allen and all them.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
this is his year, man.
Okay. No, it's fair enough because I could be wrong and I could see the Chargers winning the division too. I mean, it just
I don't
it
have
just
no big
depends on his
arguments
team.
with any of this, man. I don't. I don't have a big argument.
But Johnny, I see this Chargers team losing the teams they shouldn't But then I see them beating teams they shouldn't. They're just such a weird team to figure out. You just don't know. They're a wild card.
Well, last season, that happened a lot, man. The first 8 games last season, the underdogs covered all the games.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about their history, Johnny. The Chargers'
I'm
history. They
talking
just
about just
seem
the
to.
way football is now. With
Well, yeah,
it's hard. If you pick perfectly in a game, you're lucky. You just play
yeah.
lucky.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No,
Um,
I don't know. I
yeah,
just got a funny feeling about the Raiders. I think this could be their year to win the division.
I hope Alex is writing this shit down.
He's probably like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, no, Johnny, no.
Yeah, I know he is. I think the Raiders are top team. We all think the Chargers are a top notch team, so I think it's going to be them too. I think the
Okay.
Chiefs are on the decline. Really, I really do, because they're in trouble with cap too. They got to get rid of a lot of players.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or do something with Mahomes' salary.
Nah.
Almost $1 billion to one kid.
Well, they got to have that mansion for Jackson Mahomes now. Okay,
Yeah.
Johnny, they got to set up for his TikTok bullshit. Okay, but I think we agree on the Broncos, right? They're last place.
Yes. The team doesn't impress me, even if they have a quarterback right now. I'm not as high on. They're pretty high on these guys. I'm not. I'm not even close to that.
No. I mean, I like Bradley Chubb, but can the guy stay healthy? That's
And if they have the same
defensively.
coach, they're going to get the same results. I'm sorry.
Well, they got Hackett now, so they're really okay. If they get Aaron Rodgers, I don't think they will, but if somehow they get Aaron Rodgers, you have to bump the Broncos up automatically because they'll. But I don't see that happening. But if they happen to get him, you're going to bump Denver up. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know how much though, because
Probably not first place, but at least second place. I mean, they're just too good. Aaron Rodgers is too good.
Adams there, but he will improve the team. I'll give him. Rodgers would give them 3 more wins.
Right. So you're looking Denver maybe like a 6-win team.
Yeah.
Without Rodgers, 5-6 wins gives you 3 wins. That's bumps them up. So hell of a division if that happens. I mean, Mahomes, Carr, Rodgers, Herbert. Oh my God, that'd be the best quarterback division in football.
Yeah.
Period. So yeah, my picks are the Raiders, Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos.
Okay, we're close except for the first 2.
Yep.
We just flipped around. His mock draft. I love his mock draft. Stingley. Okay, I know we had one more topic. What was it? Mock draft. Every time I look, it's on something else. Johnny Alex have been minus Alex.
Oh, franchise tags. Right? Franchise tags?
I thought we talked about them already. Well, we talked about Godwin.
Right.
Every time we talk about the Bucs and franchise tags, it has to be Godwin right there. So, I don't know. See, Alex isn't here. He had the list of franchise players that should be tagged with their teams.
Okay.
We were discussing that last week, and we were going to finish it, I guess, but never got to that. I can give you a better lowdown on the. This book is getting full.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a new notebook, Johnny.
The USFL Draft. I don't even know who Brian Scott is. Ben Holmes. Everybody was like, "Who the fuck is Ben Holmes?"
Well, he's got a nice, good first name.
Kyle Slaughter with the Breakers is pretty good. That was a good pick. But the Panthers and Bandits won that. Tomu and Patterson. I like Shea Patterson, man. I think they actually won the quarterback round.
Yeah, he was not bad at Michigan.
And Paxton Lynch
was a solid dude.
Paxton Lynch is their
backup. Yes, that's okay. Yeah, that's the one you were referring to, right? The other guy, Paxton Lynch. Yeah. Didn't he beat the Bucs in one of them?
I can't remember. He might have because he was so up and down.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, that
another
was
guy.
when we were.
I don't feel like he was played right in the NFL. They didn't put him. They didn't build around him. They just built a team and threw him in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mika Brown is our second round, the first defensive end off the board for us. That's a pretty good pick. Adalway. Oh, good God! Why did they come up with these names? Adioa was Panthers. At least we picked names that I can say. Michael Scott.
That's what she said.
That's our other defensive end. We got Adam Schuler as a defensive end. Our first
Schuler.
offensive tackle off the board was Tyler Catalina.
Oh, I like that. Tyler Catalina. That's a
Yeah.
nice name.
Then Corbin Kafasi.
Kafasi.
Kafosi.
Kaposi. Okay.
Our other offensive tackle is Juwan Beatty.
Is he the guy that slaps assistant coaches around? No, I'm just kidding. Juwan. Wrong Juwan. Sorry.
Our first cornerback was we got Derek Abrams. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Not Jameson Houston. Devontae Davis.
Devontae Davis.
Christian Campbell. We got some good cornerbacks. The draft fell right to us, really.
Okay.
I think that was
I'm rooting for the Bandits. My dog's named Bandit, and
there you go, man.
Yep, it's automatic.
What I like
Count
about it is if they go to a championship game's an hour away from me, so I'll be able to get there, and the tickets won't be Super Bowl tickets. You know what I mean?
Wait. I thought they were playing in Birmingham all year.
The championship games are in Canton.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So,
Johnny.
I might even do a little show from there or something. I don't know.
Oh, you got to if the Bandits make it that far.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought this up, David, because I'm absolutely certain that we draft a tight end. We're going to need a tight end. We're not going to go into the season with Godwin and Braid as our number ones, and Braid might be on free agency. He got $13 million.
Cam Braid? No, I think it's $6 million.
Oh, is it 6? Well, then we can work with that. But Howard.
Yeah.
Can we?
He's got to go. I think he's got to go, Johnny. I think he needs to change the scenery. Now, you got to remember, Bruce Arians was not big on tight ends in Arizona.
No, but we got to remember, Bruce Arians brought Heath Miller to Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in Arizona, he never really used tight ends. He only did this in Tampa because Brady had Gronk. That made the decision easy.
Not necessarily, because Bruce Arians has used tight ends. Arizona kind of killed that because he didn't go to tight ends. They didn't really have a tight end to go to. But he brought Heath Miller, and he used the shit out of Heath Miller. So you can't.
I don't know.
Bruce Arians his system. If you go back and watch his systems from all the way back to whatever the fucking school that was, Alabama. And watch how he develops a system according to what's there. He's flexible as fuck, dude.
Yeah, but in the first season with Jameis, they didn't use the tight end a lot.
No, because
Howard was hurt a lot.
Jameis has a cannon.
Right.
He had fucking Mike Evans.
Right. But Bruce Arians wanted to mold him into a pocket passer, which he wasn't. And we knew how that turned out. But I'm just saying, we'll see what happens.
Get molded into a pocket passer, but you got to hand the ball off, and then throw a ball.
But we'll see now if he'll use the tight end.
Winston's better when he throws the ball like 12 times a game.
Yeah, and then
150 yard to 200 yard range, and he's fine.
Well, and then have Jameis play out of the pocket, which is better at anyway. But
no,
yeah, but I don't. Well,
that's when the offensive line gets confused because Jameis does not have a pattern, which is okay, I guess, because the defensive team can't read your pattern, but neither can your offensive line. He scrambles wildly.
But Johnny,
He looks like old McDonald trying to run around and chase chickens.
But Johnny, in the pocket, he just stares down his receivers. That's what gets.
And when he floats out to the outside, he does the same friggin' thing. He was doing it with the Saints too. When he goes outside the pocket, he stares down where his receivers.
Right, but at least
go throw the ball to.
But at least he'll run it if he doesn't want to throw it. He'll get yards with his feet. You know, he does. No, I'm
just saying, like Brady. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right.
Brady.
But as far as the tight end, yeah. But as far as now as far as the tight ends, we'll see what Arians. Maybe he changed his mind. You know, maybe he's going to be more tight end friendly. But he's never been known, except for the last 2 years. He's never been known to use the tight end frequently in his offenses.
Yeah, well, he did with the Colts and he did with Pittsburgh. So not as often. He didn't do it as often with the Colts as he did with Pittsburgh and with Gronk. We still don't know if Gronk's going to be here or not.
I don't see him coming. I know coming back.
He's saying that he wants to play. He wants to play. So I guess he's got it in his blood again.
Well, he wants to play, but is it for the Bucs? That's the question. I don't see it. Okay. Mallory time.
Winston did call audibles. Quit saying that, man. That's how many times you watch a game and yet see Winston call out an audible? I've seen it a bunch. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's a moot point. That's almost every quarterback that plays out there calls audibles, and if they're not, they're backups.
Well,
every quarterback can audible out of a fucking play. They have a right there on his wristband. He's got a play to audible too.
I don't know if it was so much he didn't call that he called audible. A lot of times, I don't think the coaching kind of hurt him too, because they would tell him sometimes to call audibles, but then Cotter, that was a bad. That just never worked. You know, I think Cotter wanted him to do whatever he wanted, but I think
Jameis hamstrung him. He's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the first press conference I saw when Cotter said, "We don't develop if they don't come in and play. We don't need them." Well, it's your job to develop a quarterback. I don't give a fuck. Your job is because they don't come in from college knowing how to play NFL. They don't come in college from a fucking playbook this big to one that's fucking covers your friggin' bed and expect them to friggin' play like that. You got to develop your players, all of them.
Right. I don't think Bruce allowed Jameis to call audibles as much because he wanted him to do that a certain way. He was learning the Arians offense.
Yeah, but he could call from one play to another. You walk into even in high school, for Christ's sakes, the kids told, all right, if you see this, when you look up, you change the call to this call. That's an audible. I don't care.
I think he did more of that with Cutter than he did with Arians. That's all I'm saying. I think Arians didn't allow him to do it as much because, again, he's learning a new offensive system. So it was going to take a little time. And we saw that.
It's not really. It's just reading the defense. Every quarterback has
and he was never – and he was really never good at reading defenses. So that's where I see the hamstrung with Arians because they just couldn't connect together. Right. You know, he couldn't make him his kind of quarterback. So why I can understand what David's saying. I don't 100% agree that he's as far as the audible calling, I think he called more of those with Cutter than he did Arians. That's all I'm saying. That's one thing.
Well, I watched it.
You have to develop.
I didn't count how many times, but I saw him every time they go from a running play to a passing play or a passing play to a run play because of the defenses lined up. Maybe you're right. Maybe he didn't do it as many times because he really wasn't developed with Cutter, and Cutter just let him go crazy, whatever it was.
This is just my honest opinion, Johnny. Arians tried to make him something he's not, which is a pocket passer. Jameis is not a pocket passer. What is this?
Jameis is not. If you can't read a defense, you can't be a passer one way or the other. And I think that's why the Saints put him in charge of handing off the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean.
But Jameis, you know what? Jameis is one of the better seam passers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's the outside balls that get him every fucking time. If he can't throw a slant or a fucking screen,
right.
It's just asking for a safety. Come get it.
Yeah. Why Jameis Winston a better receiver than quarterback? Because he always catches assault charges. Ooh, here we go. None.
Good question.
None. We really did.
I'd like to say Steve Young, but Steve Young didn't learn a damn thing with the Bucs. He had to go to San Francisco and sit behind Montana.
Exactly. Well, the answer is no. We've never developed a quarterback. We didn't develop Jameis because enough.
We developed a spleen issue with Chris Sims.
Yep.
My wife holds it against me for that too. Because she liked Chris. And he was, in that game, I was sitting there. Now, I wish somebody would break his neck so we could get a quarterback in here. the next play, he got his spleen busted up, almost died on the fucking field, and she blamed me for that. See what you did?
Johnny, that's not good. Chris Sims hears about that.
Oh my God, I can't say anything about him or anybody on the field ever again if she's sitting with me.
He found his niche in broadcasting. I'll give him that. Chris Sims is way better than his dad. Way better than broadcasting.
No, man. I mean, I listen to his dad.
It feels so boring, dude.
He seems like a cheap imitation to me. Do you watch NFL? Oh man, what's the show he's got?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Inside the NFL on showed. Well, it's on Paramount Plus now. Yeah.
I love that show with him, man. The fighting he does with fucking Ray Lewis and shit, man, and all that crap, man. That's fucking.
Yeah,
Brandon
still
taking that show over, and I'd rather not have.
I like Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall's good, dude.
Yeah,
he's good. I like listening to him. Yeah, and Ray Lewis is good too. He is really good. Those two are football
like that where he can be himself and shit. That's pretty fucking hilarious.
But Johnny, they're football knowledgeable. That's what I love about them. They don't bullshit you. They give you good football analysis when they do all the recaps.
Mine and Alex's season picks blew them away, though. They're
okay, like, yeah. But I'm talking about like recaps from games. They dissect.
Yeah, I love that show. That's the best show, the football show I watch.
Yeah.
Why is Chris Sims on my TV?
Is he? He heard you, Johnny. God damn it! You cost me my career.
Oh, she hates that. She hates that. I'm not allowed to ever say anybody needs to get crushed or anything again. Please take that motherfucker out. I was so pissed. And then he comes back in dying and plays perfectly. I'm like, well, you should get hit more often, dude.
Yeah. The Bucs are. Ooh. Mona bringing the heat tonight.
It's true.
Wow. Though. Yeah. Now, as far as David's answer, no, the Bucs have never developed a quarterback. They just never have.
And neither has Chicago, or neither has fucking Cleveland.
Right.
Well, I take that back. They had Bernie. And Bernie.
Yeah.
Bernie got him the fucking championship.
Bernie. Yeah.
Bernie Kosar was
but Ernest Biner fucked that up.
I hate hearing that. Ernest Biner was a great running back, and he's fucking only known for 2 fumbles. 2 fumbles in 2 championship games. Jesus.
He was
That's
our
like
running backs coach for a while.
And Doug Martin was great under him. And fucking Lovey fired him too. Thanks, Lovey.
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Oh man.
Yeah, he was dying on the fucking field. His body was filling up with blood,
Yeah.
man. He could
That
have
was
died
scary, dude. Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
wasn't filtered and shit, man.
Yep. That was a scary time, man.
Yeah, I quit. I quit. You know, I'm sure you did it when you were younger.
Mhm.
Kill that motherfucker. Get that bitch out of the game. And I quit doing that shit completely after that, man.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to bring old Ben back. You know how old Ben was when back in the day.
Oh my
I'm a
god.
little more calmer down. But...
I still get it. Just don't let it out. I was like, don't let the words come out that you're thinking about. No,
he looks like a
hates offense.
he looks like a Jobu from a Major League. Remember where he's at Jobu, the little thing the guy put in the lock.
I never watched.
You never did? Okay. Oh, it's because it's the B word. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. Never mind.
I did watch. Okay. I did watch Angels in the Outfield. That's the only
That
movie.
was a decent movie. That was a decent movie.
I was forced to watch that with the girlfriend I had at the time.
Oh. And you dumped because she was a B fan, right?
Yep.
Yeah. There you go.
Hit the bricks. It was nice while it lasted.
No offense, lovey. Yeah. Of course.
It wasn't that good. It wasn't good enough to deal with that shit.
Mm.
No offense, loves Lovey.
No offense, no lovey.
No. Even in Chicago, he fucked up their offensive line. He wouldn't work on it. That's why they never could get over the hump there.
Well, also, I thought a big thing was when he just let Ron Rivera go after the Super Bowl. He was the defensive coordinator. And Lovey took over the coordinator.
Yep. That was
another thing. And Ron Rivera went to Carolina, and look what he did with that team.
Basically spitting in Ron Rivera's face, too, man. That was pretty rude.
Oh, Ron Rivera was revered in Chicago. I mean, he played for him. Great linebackers coach. Then he went to the Chargers after that.
He wasn't there for the video, though.
What video? Oh, the Super Bowl hustle?
Shuffle.
Oh, yeah. Shuffle, that's right. Hustle, shuffle.
I think they added him in later in the video.
Oh, okay.
He was talking about it when they were interviewing him one day. And I was like, oh, that's fucking interesting. Because I went back and looked at the video, and he was sure enough there. I was like, how the hell were you not there? And they added him in an edit later.
Oh, nice. Nice. Where's Alec? Is he still sleeping, or?
Yeah, he's always sleeping, man. You know that. The guy's asleep when he's awake.
Right. Oh.
What'd you say, Ben?
It was not. What'd you say, Ben? Yeah. Shut up, Ben.
I haven't seen Kyle tonight either, man.
Yeah, well, it's a Canadian thing, I think. They love their Canadians,
Yeah.
Like, no Andrew. What happened to Andrew tonight? Did you just
fucking nationalist? I sent him the link. He just never shows up.
Well, I think he got the fucking part right. He's fucking something, right?
Oh, maybe him and that one's right. Before you said that, I'm doing something, and then you kicked that in there. That would be nice.
I could just see any minute now something pop up like
Andrew pop.
What'd you say? Did somebody say Andrew?
I didn't even wear my barber jersey tonight, man.
Oh, that's right. You said you were going to wear that from now on.
Yeah.
Until you got elected to the Hall of Fame.
Well.
Maybe that's... See? Alex is sick. You don't wear the ronde. I mean, geez.
That's a good question. I think he is. I think he's.
He was Suck Up? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's still under contract, yeah. I'd still keep him around. I mean, he's been our best kicker since Bryant, right? Matt Bryant. He's been our best kicker. I mean,
That guy for Cincinnati's. He might be challenging fucking Tucker, man.
oh, McPherson. Oh, yeah. He
That
was
kid's
ice
good.
cold in the. Yeah.
And rookie come in there, don't miss a field goal all season long, and then gets in there in the Super Bowl and he's ice cold, man. Shit, that's a Tucker thing right there.
Yeah.
Did you say
He said
67 yards? No problem.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, give
got
me
this.
68. Why not?
Dude, people don't really understand, and I came on early when we were doing these things. I hate kickers, right? Kickers aren't
Right.
people
Yeah.
because I hate the fact that I can lose a game on a kicker. I just do.
Right.
But dude, having somebody like Tucker on your team, that gives you wins if you use him.
Right.
If you use him, I mean, if I got a guy that I got 10 yards to get in his range and 50 yards or 60 yards,
Yeah.
man, that's a game winner right there in overtime.
Yep.
I'd be playing for
Tucker's.
overtime. If I was the head coach, I'd be playing for overtime every game when it's close like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Tucker's
I
just
know
one
what
of a
I
kind.
got.
Yeah. Tucker's a Hall of Famer. No doubt about it.
100%, man.
And I like Suck Up. We finally
Me
got a
too.
reliable kicker,
Well, semi-reliable, yeah.
Well, but better than what we had. Shit. I mean, compared to what we've had.
We had Brady. So suck up really didn't matter. He did, but he didn't. You know what I mean?
He made some pretty important kicks we needed.
Well, Olinda Mari was a badass. Yeah, he was.
Matt Gay, listen, I mean, we upgraded, but you know what? Matt Gay did play well. You got to give him credit
Yeah, you saw
for
him
the
miss
Rams.
extra point too, though. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's his thing, man. If you put him 50 yards, 40 to 50 yards, that's his range. You put him
But
closer,
anywhere besides.
yeah. You put him in an
Well,
extra point range, and he's more liable to mess up there than at 50.
Arians did hurt Gay in that game against the Giants in that third game of the year that called the timeout and then screwed him up a little bit. But
Yeah,
that was
well,
this is now. But
yeah,
anyway,
that's funny when your own coach ices you, but you got to expect to be
Yeah.
iced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big games, people are going to do that. Your premium. Who don't remember Garrow?
Garrow, you premium.
Garrow, your premium. You don't remember him? He got destroyed He got destroyed trying to throw a pass.
Oh, okay, but that was like what, the 70s? I wasn't alive in
Yeah.
the 70s. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't alive then. I don't.
Well, you look older, so I figured.
Wow. I'm 41, just to let you know. I'm 41.
Holy
so
shit. Yeah, I was in my 20s or. Oh, I don't want to remember how old I was.
And Alex was a seaman swirly.
Alex wasn't. I doubt Alex was even thought of. His daddy was at the time.
Oh, okay. I was not alive either. Oh, okay.
Oh, Mona's a young.
I'm 34.
She's a young chick still.
Oh.
Oh,
hey, Alex Schomburg.
Get it right.
Oh, okay. 49 years ago.
Still young.
Still young.
Oh,
49
shit.
years.
I remember.
Where are we at?
Oldest. I never thought I'd live to be 49 years old. My dad died when he was 49, so.
Oh, okay.
I figured I'd go way before him.
Do you have a family history of, or just
No,
it just happened? Just happened.
He
Okay.
basically worked himself to death, man.
Oh, gotcha.
His first job was in World War II on a naval destroyer. So He went.
Oh, okay.
Then he went to UDT underwater demolitions teams, which developed into the SEALs, and they
Mhm.
called him back in Vietnam in the 70s, 71 or 72, to train SEALs, and he
Nice.
did that. Resigned his commission, went to work, bought him a semi. Well, his first job when he got out was at the Waldorf Astoria because he was a naval chef too, and he worked there for a while. And figured restaurant shit wasn't his thing. Bought a truck. Was the truck driver for years, but the truck driving, independent trucker, it got to him. It
Yeah.
was stressful as
Oh,
shit.
okay. Okay. Well, different times, different eras too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What is? Oh, it's 72. I get it. I thought she was saying her age. I was like, bullshit. You've been on the show. You can't lie to me like that. Oh,
72.
well, we can
So yeah.
finish our discussion with. Let's really discuss whether Kyler Murray is going to make it there or not.
Wow. I'm gonna say no. Long term, no.
I don't think so either. He's got to go somewhere where he can develop a real attitude. If he's going to be a friend, he's not. Who Jones and Watt and those guys in that locker room. How is he
Mhm.
going to lead those people when he's out there throwing baby fits?
Right.
He can't.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to look at him and take him seriously. And I think that's what part of the locker room problem is right now. Is that I mean he might have everything worked out with the franchise, but that don't mean he's got anything worked out with the players in that locker room, man.
Yeah.
It'll
Well,
be
here's
interesting.
another. Go ahead.
It'll be interesting to see if they put a C on his chest next year.
Yeah. Another thing I thought about, Johnny, you got to realize, and I know you don't like to hear this, he's a baseball player. The A's
Ah!
still have
Ah!
they still have his draft rights.
Don't say no more.
Okay, okay. But I'm just saying, he loves the game of, you know what?
Right.
And I
Well,
think he
I
might
think
love that more than football.
that's where he belongs. Then, I also think that maybe Larry Fitzgerald didn't retire, right? But he didn't play, and I got a feeling
Right.
that Kyler Murray might be the reason he didn't play. He didn't want to go anywhere else, but he wasn't going to play there. So, and he didn't
Hmm.
retire. So think
Okay.
about it. I think Murray might be responsible for that. You know, he Fitzgerald had a couple of years with Murray in that locker room and shit.
Maybe that could be it. You may be onto something. Like maybe that's why Murray was upset. Maybe he wanted a receiver like Fitzgerald, and
Well,
he didn't
maybe
come back.
Fitzgerald's as too much of a teacher if he's sitting there. You know how Fitzgerald is with people, man. He
Yeah.
might have been trying to work with Kyler, and Kyler just being stubborn or being an asshole. And he said, "Fuck this shit, man. This guy ain't gonna learn nothing." I kind of that's a lot of speculation, but
Right.
it kind of fits the mold. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I don't like you said. I think needs to go to play the other game.
I could see that. I could see
But I
his
think
love
the
for another sport.
the ownership at the Cardinals might be looking at that and saying, "Oh, this is the first quarterback we've really gotten under here that can do anything." And
And we don't want to lose him. They lock him up
right,
with a big contract.
right,
That could hurt. Got any more comments?
yeah. Well, we bet Mona's been commenting good, but she always does. If it wasn't for Mona, I don't know what the show would be. Mona and David.
Samoan sniper. I like that.
That is a cool one. I think he needs to earn that name this year.
Yeah. See, Tua's a nice guy, though.
He
He
is,
doesn't have
but
that sniper personality, but
he does on the
he
field last
can
year. Last year when he
on the
went
field.
through that linebacker,
Yeah.
that was the
Okay.
Samoan
Yeah.
sniper
Yeah.
there, man.
That's true. That's true. Cam. Oh, it's Cam Newton. Sorry, guys, I'm not as active today. All stuff mode. Okay, cool, man. Thanks for your service. Appreciate
Yeah, I forgot
that.
all about that. I should have said something earlier about
Yeah,
that.
all good. No, it's all good, man. Where's your buddy Kyle, though, Alec? Is he?
Yeah, where is fucking Kyle? I'm gonna send him. I'm gonna send him the link to it just to fuck with him because I'll get him in and then we'll end the show.
There you go. Wait, what? I thought you just started. No. Talking about my Falcons again?
We can talk about the Falcons for a minute, William.
Great.
I'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's even awake though.
Okay. Well, I think they're going to be scary.
Oh, he was
Next
active
year.
19 minutes ago, so let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I said, come on and join
Must
us.
be a Canadian thing.
I told him, come on and join us for some Falcons talk. We'll talk some Falcons.
Yeah.
Oh, now that's that's too scary for me to even think about right there. Jensen's not easily replaceable. There's
No.
This is not a good draft for centers and guards. Not a good draft at all for centers and guards. There's one Tyler Lindenbaum, and that's why he's going to go real high in the draft. Other than him, maybe one or two others, but they're developmental big time. You'd have to develop shit out of them.
Well,
and in his team, the center does a lot of work, you know?
Yeah. If we had Jason Light's number, Johnny, we'd be telling him resign Jensen now.
Right now. He should be your
Yes.
first signing right there.
Especially if you're going to have a new
Stop it,
quarterback
Mona.
in Kyle Trask.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No.
I don't see him in Miami. I just don't. I see him in Cincinnati before Miami.
Yeah, Cincinnati will throw a fucking pound. They got as much money as you do, Mona, so that's a battle right there.
And they got an already championship type of team.
And Cincinnati is in the AFC North where Jensen came from. So
right, from Baltimore. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
But none of that matters because he's not going nowhere. We're not allowing that bullshit.
Better not.
I will call him up. I'll call Mike Garafolo up and have him fucking bitch it on air about him.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Like I said, if I'd Light, Spytek, or Greenberg's number, man, Jensen, now do it.
Garafolo.
Get the contracts.
I keep trying to hint for him to come on our show one day.
Okay.
I've been at him for a while. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good show. You can cut loose.
Yeah.
You know you like to cut. Garafolo, man, on this show would be fucking amazing, dude. I tell him, you got free reign. Say whatever the hell you want to say. There's no bars.
Yeah. Keep it real. Keep it loose. Well, listen.
What's Stephen Ross?
Stephen
Ross sure as hell ain't a cheapskate. He'll pay you $100,000 to lose.
Yeah. Now, I will admit, she is kind of right. Cincinnati's been a cheapskate kind of team for a while, but
I think they've changed.
I think they've changed. Look, they went to the Super Bowl.
They're not really cheapskate. They built their friggin' team the correct way through the draft when they got the draft, their foundation.
Oh, yeah, but I'm talking about before. Like this.
I was actually addressing Mona, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it seems like they're cheapskates, but they didn't need to go out and get free agents when they were just building their team. They needed
right. But I'm talking
the right time, which they did actually.
But I'm talking about like in the Andy Dalton era, in the before that.
Yeah.
They were notoriously cheapskates, but I think they know they got a good team now.
Made what, 9 playoff appearances and never fucking won a playoff game or 10, something like that. But that was all because they built through the draft and didn't go out and get free titles and shit.
But see, it's like we always talk about, Johnny. Now you use free agency to fill holes.
Exactly. You got to build
Cincinnati's
that
did the
foundation,
draft.
and then when you have the holes, you just go plug the holes in. Boom.
Right. Go get a center, Ryan Jensen. Get a wide receiver, Godwin. Who knows? They got the cash.
I think that would be very sad. You would see a grown man cry if that happened.
Would you cry, Johnny, on the air?
I would
if
definitely
that-
cry if Miami took them and Brady is owner.
That's the owner.
Rona, why are you being so mean to me tonight?
Oh, she likes you, Johnny. She likes being mean to men.
The Bengals. I love the Bengals too.
Yeah. Jeff Bezos. Oh my God, he could buy like half the NFL's teams. All that money, even after divorce, he could.
Tom Brady and Jeff Bezos. Come on. Oh Jesus. I could on. You know what sucks is I honestly can see Tom Brady going down there and buying into that team because his wife likes it. Miami's a hub for models and shit like that, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my God, dude.
It's a worldwide
Miami,
hub.
South Beach. The Bengals. They were a good band back in the '80s. The Bengals.
Yeah. I still listen to them. I put them on my music group all the time.
Oh
man.
hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yep. They're hot.
Oh, she called me.
What? They got a lot of cash. The Bengals do. I think they got like 80 million, don't they?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
They, I know Miami has 75 million.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. David's right. He wants to win.
Well, then why is he saying he wants to come back to Bucs? Because he still feels like this is a winning team.
Oh yeah, we're still going to be a good team.
He don't want.
Are we
somebody at his age? He's already been through
Yeah.
it. He don't want to have to go and learn another system, learn a new language, all that bullshit. Because a center has to know as much of that as a quarterback does.
Oh yeah, they have the ball more than anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got to call it out. He's got to set up his line because the quarterback tells him, he tells the rest of the guys. You know what I mean? And
right. You're welcome. You're welcome, Mona.
See, I've always been nice to women, so
Yeah.
so many.
Ooh.
Too many.
You're like the Ric Flair of Bucs fans, aren't you, John? So many women. Woo!
Oh man.
Oh.
Well, I sent him the thing. He hasn't showed up.
It's a Canadian thing, Johnny. I'm telling you right now.
I'll give him 3 more minutes.
Yeah, because we'll hit that 3-hour mark by the time.
Yeah. Not for tonight.
No.
Anybody in the chat have anything they want to talk about? Last chance.
That's right. Alec, wake up.
Alex probably
Kyle.
right now. I forgot he was in the military, man.
Yeah, that's right.
They're gonna be
So we'll let him
around and shit. He might not.
Yeah.
He might be do the hurricane next week. You know.
That's a sad situation, dude.
Yeah, one of my sons is out there too.
Oh wow. Oh man. Well, hope he stays safe, man. That's a bummer. Yeah. But
I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe that's why all the Canadians have disappeared.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about him. We're allowed to talk. Me and Johnny are allowed to talk about him.
What
about
FSU
that?
fan? You talking about Ben or are you talking about Keith?
Ooh, don't wake the bear up. Don't fuck the bear.
I can send him the link too.
There you go. I don't care. I'm proud to be an FSU fan, okay? I don't care.
Oh, Keith is.
No.
He is fanatical. I mean, he moved his ass to Tallahassee for Christ's sakes.
Hey, he's got it made, dude. He lives in middle of nowhere. He's got it made. He does.
Yeah, he does, because Tallahassee's like a dead town except for college shit. We got one. We got the Rebels. We got Pitt. We got 3
Duquesne, I think.
Yeah, we had Duquesne. We got 3 college football teams right here.
Okay, Pittsburgh, Duquesne, and who?
We also have a college football team that's what do you call it? It's a trade college team. I can't remember their names.
Okay.
Oh,
you got the
David's an FSU fan.
All right, David, fellow Seminole fan. Right on. This is the year where Mike Norvell needs to step it up, man. Get a bowl game, 7-5, and we'll get there if we stick with them and develop.
I asked Keith this, and he couldn't answer my question. How many Hall of Famers came from FSU? And you would think, with all the titles that they won, there's got to be quite. We got Derek Brooks,
Deion Sanders,
and those are the first 2 that pop in mind.
Right.
There's got to be some others. I know they got 4 or 5 in the Hall of Fame, don't they?
Yeah, I think there's a couple more. They're just not on the top of my head. Well, I know who it isn't going to be.
It
isn't
seems
going to
to
be
me
Jameis.
Out of all the teams, it seems to me that the Hurricanes transitioned to the NFL a lot better than everybody else.
Oh, absolutely! It used to be an NFL factory.
Yeah. I mean, still look. Well, I don't know.
Alabama's what Miami is back. Alabama is now what Miami was back to, an NFL factory.
But see, that's what I'm saying. FSU should have been a Hall of Fame factory with the talent they had on their teams, with their title teams.
I know they got more than those 2 that we mentioned. I just can't think off the top of my head.
Gators, I can't think of any Gators in Hall of Fame. Although there's Gators not. Might be in the College Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you're right. He's in the College Hall of Fame.
Shit, man. Yeah, Miami is out of the Florida teams. Miami's the only one I can think of that really produces fucking Hall of Famers, man.
Yep.
And even
you could have
even on losing teams, they're still producing good players, man.
Yeah, you could have a whole NFL team worth of Miami Hall of Famers.
I think it got more than 5. I think we looked that up, and they were like 7 or 8.
We got Warren Sapp, Ray Lewis, Jimmy Johnson, head coach. There's a lot of them. Michael Irvin, yep.
Shit, man. There's so many of them. I can't. Let me pull this up, man, real quick.
Go ahead. I'll look up how many Florida State players are in the Hall of Fame. Okay, we got 4. We got Fred Biletnikoff and Walter Jones.
Yeah, Biletnikoff. Okay. Oh, I forgot.
Walter Jones.
I forgot about Andre Devin Hester, Vince Wilfork.
Devin Hester.
Oh my God, Miami is so fucking loaded.
Mm-hmm.
And those are people who aren't even in it yet, and they're going to be.
Miami has 9. So you got Edgerrin James, he's in the Hall of Fame. Jim Kelly, nope, of course, no brainer. Oh, that's a bad joke. No.
Oh yeah, and the Browns
Jim Otto. Ed Reed.
Kozar.
That's obvious.
Kozar.
Ed Reed.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of when right after you said Ray Lewis.
Yeah, Ed Reed. Yeah, I loved Ed Reed. One of my favorite football players, dude.
Oh, Leroy Butler.
One of my favorites.
He just got in.
Hey, Michigan has 11 players. Think about that. Michigan, Alex's team.
Michigan used to be a powerhouse, though. But
Oh my
that was
God.
most of their guys are from way back, right?
I mean, he had he got obviously Charles Woodson, Ty Law, Steve Hutchinson,
Yeah.
Benny Friedman, Dan Deerdorf, Tom Brady pretty soon.
Just say Tom Brady because that's definitely.
Yeah, Tom Brady. Yes. He should be in tomorrow.
As soon as he gets done
Fuck,
producing his movie, he should just walk over there and step
fuck,
in.
screw that 5-year wait. Put him in tomorrow.
I would have said that about Peyton Manning too, but not even as obvious as Tom Brady. Come on.
Yeah. Hell, I put Tom Brady in the Ring of Honor now.
Yes, as soon as he won his Super Bowl with the Buccaneers, he should have walked in. He just, hey, yeah, I know I'm still playing, but come on, hand me the trophy, hand me my jacket.
Dude.
I ain't got time for all this shit.
Also, yeah, he changed the culture.
All right.
That right there in itself is Ring of Honor worthy, right there. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Deerdorf.
Yeah, went to Michigan. Yeah, Michigan has more Hall of Famers than Miami. I didn't even know that. That's incredible.
I think I would love. See, I'm not biased to one school. I am biased to Florida football. Florida high school football is the greatest in the world, and I lived in Texas. I lived in the Permian Basin, so
Mm-hmm.
I know all about. That's where Friday Night Lights came from.
Yeah.
I, you can't compare. They built in Lakeland. The Dreadnoughts have a stadium that compares with fucking the Coliseum.
Okay.
They love their
Okay.
football. Florida and oh my god, the the teams in Tampa, the high school teams,
Yeah.
man, it's amazing. That's why you see Florida players everywhere in the NFL.
Oh, Johnny, yeah.
Even the UCF guys and the Bulls people, they're going into the NFL. So
Yeah.
Dan Deerdorf, I love Dan Deerdorf as an announcer, man. His commercials were great too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should talk about a road trip. Troy Aikman going to ESPN. That's sounds a powerhouse longer than.
I might go to the Hall again. I haven't been to the Hall of Fame in Canton in years, man. If if one of our teams go, I might just go for the championship no matter what because the prices of the tickets are going to be all right for USFL. If there's a championship game, we've been waiting on that for 3 years now. Before,
Yeah. Well, we don't have to worry about. There will be. I predict
yeah,
there will be for sure.
yeah, I like the way they got this set up. You know, they, they got their 3 year plan. It's owned. The team USFL is owned by Fox. Okay, it's not going nowhere. They got the money. They
Yeah.
got a 3 year plan to get buyers to buy the teams locally and shit, which they've already got organizations set up to buy. It's like a bidding war in Florida and Tampa now.
Mm-hmm. Probably right. Aikman's leaving Fox for ESPN. We don't have the money for you, so we'll go to ESPN.
His buddy, his
Joe Buck. Yeah.
no, his buddy in football. No, I'm going not Aikman. Yeah, Aikman.
Mm-hmm.
What was his fucking name? The tight end.
Oh, Witten. Not
No,
Witten.
no,
No. That was after.
Moose Johnson. Johnson.
Daryl Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's running basically the media department of USFL.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Troy Aikman, Joe Buck, nasty. I hate Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. I just I don't want Aikman ever announcing a Buccaneer game ever again. Never. Please stay away from the Bucs, man. He doesn't hide his bias, man, at all. You know?
Oh, he's a cowboy lover, dude.
Yeah, it would be like having to listen to Michael Irving announced a Bucks Texas Dallas game. Oh, that would. Can you imagine how horrible that would be?
Oh
It'd be
God.
funny as hell though. Michael Irvin at least brings the humor.
Yeah.
Wipes off the
And it's
powder.
I'm telling you right now. Watch this wide receiver for
Absolutely.
CeeDee Lamb.
I forgot you can't see all these.
Oh, let me get on. I can see them if I.
Probably.
Who's the pitcher? Who's the catcher?
I guarantee you Troy Aikman is the catcher.
No, he's the pitcher. Bucs the catcher.
I think
I mean,
Buck's
Joe
been
Buck
with
Joe Buck looks like he wants to sit on Troy Aikman's lap every time he smiles or something.
I think Joe Buck wants to make Troy Aikman his fucking tight end.
Yeah.
It's seriously, has anybody ever heard of Troy Aikman and Peyton? When
He has kids. So
when what's his name came out, I was like, well, when's Troy going to come out?
Right. Well, Troy Aikman, he dated, what was it? A country music singer back in the 90s. If I remember correctly. I think it was
Blake
Lori
Shelton?
Morgan. Blake Shelton. Yeah. You'd be my honeybee. Right?
I think he's just
God.
I just think he can't get along with anybody. Lori Morgan.
Well, yeah, because remember when Skip Bayless said in his book that Troy Aikman was gay or something? Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Troy Aikman was pissed when they hired Bayless at the Fox or something.
Oh, Skip.
Called a beard. Skip.
Ballless.
Skip. Ballless, yeah.
All right.
There's a cowboy livery.
We've hit the 3-hour mark, and I'm not going to try to fucking hit the 4-hour
Canadians?
mark.
Yeah.
No Canadians.
That's okay.
Here.
All right. Well, Johnny, we did a good job improvising tonight, I thought. Not bad.
I think
3 hours.
Too. Let's ask the audience. Did we do okay tonight by ourselves without our Canadian handlers? Hello?
Did we not bore you too much?
I'm talking to Mona and David. I know there's 5 people watching. 2 of them are probably us. So where's the other guy? It's probably Alex hiding in the background, not saying shit.
No, Johnny. No. No, it's not.
Okay, guys.
Sick,
you know how I don't have the ghost tonight, so I'm just going to have to cut it off like usual.